And
not a
when you,
woman, not a woman fault if a guy does that. That's why I say
right, and when you can't do that no
that makes it.
more,
That's what you
then
do.
that's what when you don't have what they fell in love with anymore, you can't expect them to be there. If they loved your money, they never loved you.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's why you'll find your best jewels when you ain't got nothing to nobody. You'll see who's what.
And likewise, no
You'll see
matter.
exactly who's what. Um it won't be a doubt in your mind. Let me put it like that.
Some niggas
You
like
know,
that.
pressure bust pipes or makes diamonds. That's just what it does. It bust pipes.
It seemed like that's why she was with 50 for. She was with 50 for the money, and it seemed
Yeah,
like she
of
got.
course.
He seemed like he for he. No offense to 50, it seemed like
Mm.
he forced marriage on marriage on her.
Do you know what's most attractive about
He
hustlers
forced her to
and
get married.
guys? You know
Can't
what's most attractive about hustlers and guys that uh to girls, a lot of women, you know what's they know they only got a certain time limit. They know even if they get married, they ain't gonna be around all the time, but they stuff gonna be here. Whatever they hustle for, I'm entitled to. If they get life in jail, guess what? All this belong to me. You know,
yeah,
if we break up, what he can't really do, he ain't got no statute. He already living wrong.
right.
They take that into control. Man, they hold that over your head.
Mhm.
Now try to leave that woman or get caught with another girl and wonder why you got popped. I'm just saying. I'm telling you. Not I'm telling you kind of what I went through. But for real, they'll hold that over you.
Right. For real, for real.
They man, it's treacherous. That's why I don't have nothing. I don't man, I am poor broke. I don't have a dime no more. Remember how we used to outside shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I don't have nothing. Cause I see that people really ain't proud for you.
No, I'm proud for you. Trust me. I see
Yeah,
that.
sometimes and it's better to be blameless. So I'm just man chilling major. I don't know nothing. I don't have nothing.
Right.
We can be cool because now we don't have it. Now that cuts a lot of BS conversation out of the equation.
That is crazy. It's true though. Can't really,
Angles is
simple like
good.
that. You keep doing it like that, and just yeah.
Yeah. And I don't announce when I make certain moves. I might say it on places like YouTube, but like I tell y'all because we tell stuff like this. Hey y'all, I ain't smoking no more.
Right.
I tell y'all that, but I don't get on Facebook and make a big announcement. I've been sober for 14 days. No, fuck that. There's no need to announce certain stuff. Just do it.
Yeah.
Like unfollowing people on I unfollowed. I blocked them. I be getting blocked and unfollowed. Don't even know. All I know is that I get a friend request from the same person. And I'm like, I thought we was friends already. They stay.
Yeah. Right. Right. That is
What
not crazy.
happened, boy?
That's crazy.
There's a lot of people don't know that they're trolls. and that they troll, and you can't troll a troll. You just can't.
Right.
But I know with the shit I talk don't violate half as much as the people around you done violated you. So I'm not worried about you being mad at me or doing nothing to me. You ain't doing nothing to nobody right around you. And they doing you the worst. You just lashing at me because you scared of them. There's so many scary people out. Man, hold up.
It's true though.
Man, hold up.
A lot of scary motherfuckers,
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it though.
bro. Man, fuck it for real, for real.
To death.
For real.
And fear is healthy. Fear is healthy. It keeps you alive.
Yeah, Marlon Wayne, 50 Cent mad at Marlon Wayne. He don't know what to do. He know what to do with. He know what to say to everybody else, but he don't know. He's like kind of stuck right now. He don't know what move to really make with him.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. That was going so good over here on Facebook. I don't know what happened. It said I am reaching. It gave me a little thing, Chef. It said I am reaching new audiences. This is dope.
Yeah,
Hey, I follow Rollo on there. That's probably one of the only rappers that I really cut for in the game like that right now. Rollo the truth. Uh, I mess with Rollo. I wonder if Rollo don't came by here and see Rollo. He the truth. I don't know if y'all know who Rollo is, but
hmm I never heard him.
you never heard of Rollo.
No, I never. Yeah, I never heard him.
You got to check him out, bro. Rollo, he the truth.
But it's wild. Man. The game is the game. The church is all about everybody. No, like, nobody got crews no more. Right? It's all about suing and making tapes, making
That's
tapes,
it.
expose people. You like what you said. He can't do too much. The camera is going on. You know what I mean? So now you gotta sue. This shit wow. This shit wow.
It is.
Yeah, they messing up. They messing it up, yo. They messing it up because I mean I get it. They did they they are like if they don't want to do music no more, but leaving somebody else that you know what I mean. Don't make it like that. Where these rappers come and just be like, all right, you know what I mean. I'm gonna have to sue over here, and I'm gonna have to be careful because someone's gonna make something. You know what I mean? That right there is crazy. You know, somebody doing something. It's like that kills
Right.
the whole. This kills the whole gangster rap. Or if there's no more gangster rap, you see what I'm saying, right?
Uh huh.
You can't be a gangster rapper and then that's going on. I'm saying there's somebody just snitching and doing all the other crazy shit. It's not. It's not really good for you.
It's not gonna be, bro. You know that.
It's just wow. It kills everything from that era. The era that said our own people is the one that's killing the shit. And when I heard people say, "Oh, they gonna use him to expose Jay Z next," I said, "What? So what? He just working to expose people now? That's his agenda?
He might.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's his agenda is to expose people. That to me is like, how you gonna be from a real gangster rapper from New York like that, representing Queens, and then you're gonna be doing all that?
Cause that's what it is, bro. You know that. Come on, man. That's what it is. Just in the world, it does. It happens with everybody. We just saw Elon and Trump go in it,
Right.
and they both been to the on the plane into the aisle.
Came
They
in the
both
White
are friends with the man.
came in the White House in a Tesla.
You know what? A rich man told me. He said nobody. He said every rich person wants to be the richest person.
Yeah, it's true.
Same fights y'all have down here, the same fights they have up top. Just a little bit more complex. And he also said this: in the political game like that, you're not gonna be able to do. You're not gonna be have able to have any integrity and win that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't. They're, because their God is money, and when you worship the money, you you have to do anything the money needs you to do in order to keep that relationship, right?
Right.
He said, and that's another reason why mad scientists have taken over the world because they know people's weakness is money. Mad scientists don't care about no money. Mad scientists they like nubs. They'll do it for free. They don't need no money. They scientists and they mad. Think of Donald Trump and our government as Frankenstein. Everybody's scared of Frankenstein, right?
Mhm.
And Frankenstein, little do you know, he's just as scared of you as you are of him.
Right.
He knows that he can't exist without you acknowledging him. Now, pay attention. Let's go. How
Yeah.
come
Say
have
about
anybody asked the question of why you're not afraid of who made Frankenstein?
I'm crazy. You
That's who y'all be paying attention to.
mad scientists and
We
stuff.
talk about Jeff when we talk about these agendas and these different people that's behind the scenes. Wouldn't you equivalent them as the mad scientists?
Yep. Yep. It is, yo. All the shit that they be doing and they be talking about, you
They
know,
move shit.
and creating.
Y'all, they just named it Project 2025 last year. The Heritage Group wrote that obliteration back when Ronald Reagan was president. That was the direction they wanted the country to go. Obama was a ploy to hype it up to see exactly where the United States stands when it comes to um, race relationships. So a white man saw how crazy white folks was acting. He wrote a song called "I'm Dreaming of a White President." Randy Newman, and it's supposed to be a what did it say? It's a satirical song, which means he being sarcastic in the title.
The same name
Ran-
as Randy Newman.
yep, yeah, Randy Newman. What's up, Hazy?
Hey, what's going on, family? What's going on? Randy Newman. What's going on?
Randy Newman. If he wrote that, you know why? Because he saw people that looked like him, and he was a Motown artist, white boy on Motown. It He saw the way his people was acting because of the president.
Drop it in, Hayes, if you want
That had nothing to do with government.
to.
And then, hey, you seen what Jane Elliott?
Who?
Jane Elliott. She's a brilliant lady. She's just very commonsensical, but she's a teacher. She had a class and she told all the white people to raise their hand. And she said, look, raise your hand. Because all y'all say, and even some of you black folks in here, y'all say that you make your own decisions and everything is cool in this country and racism really don't exist. She said, y'all raise y'all hands if y'all would be okay with them treating you like they treat black people. And everybody kept their hand down. She said, I thought y'all said it didn't exist.
Right.
If everything was so good for black people, how come everybody hand ain't in the air? She said, that's what I'm trying to fix. And like she said, it starts here. The comment on where the children. You don't understand, man. She was in classrooms doing these. You never heard of her, Chef?
Nah.
Oh man, you need to check out Jane Elliott. She go in the classroom full of white folks. Ain't no black folks in there. And she would tell the ones with blue eyes they dumber than the ones with brown eyes. And, and they would be hot to trot. And then they would storm out of class. And if they storm out of class, they fail the project. They don't get their reward. So they dying to stay in this and finish the class. They one storm out. She said, "Oh, you don't get to come back." She said, "That's that privilege that you trying to exercise. This is my classroom. You don't get to come back. You know why you don't get to come back? Because black people don't get to walk away whenever we treat them wrong and just assume they dumb because of what they look
Right.
like I did you. You don't get to come back.
True. Yeah.
You don't get to come back." I said what I said. People with blue eyes is dumber than people with brown eyes. Now prove me wrong. And you made me look better because you left. And then you came back to to apologize, but you're not apologizing because you feel you just apologizing. You don't understand. You still don't understand because if you understood, you wouldn't have came back.
Right.
You
That's what.
still exercising your privilege. You don't even know you doing it. All them kids in there, man. All them white kids was like, damn, it is fucked up. That's messed up.
Yeah. That
Uh oh.
a lot of a lot of a lot of white kids ain't really with that type of stuff.
Well, well,
They actually don't want to live like that ignorant lifestyle.
but they don't. They stand idle by and watch it. Is the problem when you're complicit? If you see, sure. If you see me and you see me and I'm finna jump off the bridge, and you don't try to talk me down, you just keep going like you don't see it.
Right.
And I'm looking at you, look at me, and I jump. When you say you kind of probably should have just pushed me,
Right. Exactly. Because I could have tried to help you, but I just
you
watched.
could snatch me
Yeah,
up.
might as well just push you. Yeah. Real talk. Yeah, man.
There's a lot of slick ass ways to catch people from hurting themselves.
Yeah, man, right? So I said some people just watch some people do certain things that like that's your friend. You don't allow your friend to do all that. Like say something.
Yeah,
You know, you ain't, you ain't, got to. 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 You ain
say, man, look, I've been there. If it's ever this bad, bro, just know the very next thing that happened might be out of the water. I don't know. I don't know. But I can't, I'm not going to continue to tell you that it's going to get any better. But I do know one thing: you got choices, fam. And right now, you being kind of selfish because you do that, you going to hurt my fit. What about me?
Right.
What about us people that care about you?
Mm-hmm.
Now you get to choose and do what you want to do. That's it. But at this point, come on, man.
Exactly. Like what? Like real time.
For real.
What is we really doing? It's true though. Might as well. You can't help somebody out and stop them from doing damage to their surface. You might as well just push them out. And whatever they,
Yep.
right? Real time. Just like it's just like if you have a family, you know what I mean, and that family member has got like, that's your family. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that that's somebody that, and they got like a million or, I said 5 million. You know what I mean?
Man.
They you
I'm
know
trying to
they shouldn't watch you suffer, or you see what I'm saying, or
right.
any.
See,
They might as well just, like, you see what I mean, put you outside. And that's it.
right. I I have a foolproof collective way on how me and my family completely come up, but they want to work hard.
Mm,
For real. They want to work hard. It don't have to be that hard to get generational wealth. But I believe that I got two sister cousins that we can make some things shake. And it really don't, it ain't that expensive to come in as a collective, as an estate,
mm,
and make things shake for a community.
right.
Sometimes you have to build your own community. And I'm blessed to have a bloodline with a lot of different facets in it. Got military, got police, got uh, doctors, got preachers, got, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got a lot of different people. And when I went to Fort Worth, I learned that. Cowboys, we got everything.
Not lying.
The thing is getting people, this bothers me when people say buy black. We're already trolling hit the nail on the head. I knew you wasn't an idiot. I knew you.
Yeah, oh my god, that's it. I think it's funny. I know
Nah,
exactly.
trolling. No, I can't stand him. I already talked to him because his name and the shit I went through. But um, if I hadn't gone through that shit, we'd probably be a lot cooler. But I just don't like that shit because of I was doxxed, which is different than anybody else.
I get you right.
So, but
I understand.
I don't, I don't care. That's not my. Nobody like Jesus Christ. Nobody like Martin Luther King. His Martin Luther King didn't have no friend. His own friend set him up.
Hmm. But that's like what do you call it there? What's his name? Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, yeah.
Hey, Hazy, what's the science, baby?
Man, what's good? What's good
What's
with
up,
y'all,
baby?
man?
Hazy,
What's
what's good,
good?
family?
What's good, TMG Rice? What's up with y'all, man?
What's happening, man?
Look, I'm glad I hopped in here real quick. I gotta say, yo, I'm glad you know about the Jane Elliott experiment with the uh when she said, "Raise your hand if you want to be treated the same way." Because no, listen, Rice. If you pay attention online, a lot of people when they bring up Jane Elliott, they don't know about that one right there. They know about the brown eye, blue eye, but they don't know
Yeah,
about that one when they raise their hand. And they
yeah.
wipe that shit out the internet.
Oh, do
When the
they?
last time you seen that video?
I got the video. You want it?
Yeah, hell yeah, I want that shit. Because they wiped it out the internet.
I got the
It
video.
ain't on the internet. And when you type up Jane Elliott experiment, that one will not pop up. The only one pop up is the brown eye, blue eye joint.
Watch it, Hazy.
You-
Watch it. Shit. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. It's just an excerpt.
Yeah.
Let me find it. Let me
They do
find
not
it.
got that shit online. But a lot of people don't be knowing, yo, that shit. Because she said that means you know. You know what I'm saying? She said that means you know. I saw that back in the day too. Well, not back in the day, but like a couple years back before that shit got wiped off the internet. She was like, that mean you know. Like, oh yeah, she on point like a motherfucker. But she done changed. She done changed her tune a little bit nowadays.
Has she?
I mean, she's still on it, but she kind of
Oh,
watered it down. She watered it down now. You can
she
tell they told her. You can tell they told her you better shut the fuck up.
already.
You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I mean, she ain't the same. She don't got that same fire no more with it. It's just like she doing
Share,
it just so she can say she's still doing it.
share screen, share.
Oh shit.
Your mom wants to see it. Yeah. Yeah, Hazy. So what's good, y'all? You you said it's an AI video here? My bad. I'm gonna put up, guys.
No, share screen. Hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah.
play it. It's only 30 seconds.
Okay.
It's just an excerpt. Okay, here we go. Let go.
To be treated the way we have treated people of color in this
Why ain't it
country. If you'd like to be treated that
playing?
way, all you white folks, if you want that for the rest of your life,
Shit.
please stand.
Where is the?
Nobody stand up.
Hold on. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what it is. Hold on.
Nobody stand up, yeah.
There we
That man
go.
standing up right there.
Here we go.
White person in this room who wants to be treated the way we have treated people of color in this country. If you'd like to be treated that way, all you white folks, if you want that for the rest of your life, please stand. Did you understand the directions? If you're white and you think blacks have got it so good in this country and you want to be treated the way they have been for the rest of your life, just stand up. You know why you aren't standing. You know it's ugly, and you know it's happening, and you know you don't want it to happen to you. So I want to know why you're so willing to allow it for others.
Uh-oh. Is
What
that the
happened?
one? Hey, is that
Yep,
the one
that's
you?
it. That's it.
I got you.
See, but they won't. Yo, they won't. That shit ain't nowhere. They just keep talking that brown eye, blue eye shit.
I got you, family. Because when a white woman said, I'm just saying, when a white woman said you got to rid something, she knows something. You know,
No,
she knows.
serious. Yeah, she's serious with it, but she done toned it down. Just check out now. Check out her most recent videos. It's still along to some of the topics, but she kind of like,
Hey, I'm gonna make it because it ain't gonna let me share it the way like that because you don't have a TikTok. So I'm gonna get on my studio and make it for you.
all right, whenever you get a chance. That's crazy though. What you say, Tim G, about the about that video? TMG.
You ain't got no tabby on the menu, damn fool.
Wait, want to get some catering done, friend?
I
What up?
had
My
to
bad.
say,
Say that again, Hazy. My bad.
No, you good. What you say about the video?
What video? Say that again. What video?
You was asking me about the video.
What video? What video was that again? My bad, because I was talking to my girl about something. I forgot what I was talking about. Video I was talking about.
oh, shoot.
My bad. My bad. My
Oh,
bad.
you good?
My bad.
Rolling, they put sanctions on us in the food truck industry here in this county. You have to go to one of their prep kitchens and prep your food. You can't prep it in the truck anymore. That was the big reason I got rid of it.
Yeah, the truck,
Oh,
and they want you to pay for the cooking, pay for your part,
Yeah,
your permit
I
to
got
go.
I got a kitchen in the truck. Why do I? I mean, you can come inspect the truck. That's why we have inspections on the truck,
Right.
right? You're gonna inspect my truck and then tell me, okay, yeah, it's clean enough to cook in here, but you can't cook in here. You gotta go over to my kitchen and cook over here or prep over here so I can see you prep. So I'm had cameras in there. I'm gonna steal your style.
Yeah.
I might take your whole menu from you.
Yeah. 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 And give it to somebody else.
did anything happen for him to get stripped?
Um, Not that I know of. They might have. I I don't know, Hazy, but I just know that I don't eat at a lot of Mexican restaurants here. There's
Oh,
one I favor, just one that we'll go to because you get sick.
yeah.
They don't give a damn.
And then look, I'm gonna tell you the crazy part. It might not even be that they don't give a damn. They probably just making sure everybody got a job and not making sure everybody qualified. You know what I mean? And certified.
That's not giving a damn.
A bunch of people, pretty much. Pretty much. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't mean to be like that, but it just I've worked in a lot of places, and yeah, a lot of things that matter to me, like first in, first out in the kitchen, that matters to me. But taste and everything matters to me. Presentation and taste.
Yeah.
I want it to be even better than it looks.
For real. Presentation and taste.
Presentation is huge. If you can get somebody to eat with their eyes, you got them.
Right. So I've been
You
making
got
sure
'em.
my presentation be good. You know what I mean?
Right,
Before I put the food up.
right.
It has to be. That's one thing that Italians people taught me is make sure my presentation is good. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
I got that. I learned that from them, the Italian people. Not even like as I say, Canadian people don't really presentation food like that. It's the European, French, and the Italians that really, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
really has that presentation. Like, it don't
You'll
come
see
from.
in presentation, nothing is touching unless it's supposed to.
Yeah, yeah, nothing. There's the gravy is not all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, trust me, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That
So then that's why I say and I'm only also going out the reviews in my town, Hazy. Like every time the board, the health board go out, it's never the food trucks that are like messed up. It's always
The
this
spot.
taqueria over here, this taqueria over there, this taqueria. The taqueria number one is doing this. Taqueria number two is like that. Taqueria number three, they got a warning on this, this, and this. Because they put the stuff on the news.
right.
For real.
They don't be
Mm-mm.
putting that shit on the news. Hey, it gotta be something extreme incident. But they do take the shit very, very serious. Like the health department gonna pop up at your shit. Somebody complain about something, they come and do.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
Oh,
And if they
Hazy.
find something, your shit getting shut down.
Oh man. Be a
Signs
general
on stuff.
manager. Be a general manager at the store and just make somebody mad that was totally wrong in the situation. I was the general manager of the ice cream store in my mall, in my in the mall. The lady supercuts, I guess they couldn't get any business, right? But I had it rocking in that joker. Cause that's how I do things. I know how to move. I had it rocking in that joker, right? Um, to the point to where I was dealing with everyone in the mall. I was doing stuff to it. Like we got them little carts, what you push the kids in. Remember when they had them walking around the mall? You push your kids in that little cart. You rent it for about $5. Well, if you rent a cart, um, you get 10% off ice cream. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the places in the mall was trying to incorporate with me. So Supercuts came to me, and the lady said, "Can we work together? What can we do?" And I said, "Okay, well, we really don't need haircuts. Like that's ice cream and haircuts don't go together. I'm trying to think of how we could do this." And she was like, "Well, how about I have a raffle?" And I was like, "Okay." She was like, "Would you give some ice cream to the raffle?" And I said, "No, that's not business. What do I get in return? You get what I'm saying? What do I get? Because we're doing business. I can't. I'm not giving the company away. That's not business. That's not how we work." She goes, "Well, I'll do." She came up with something, and I kind of agreed to it. So she asked me what would the tickets look like if I raffled them. Well, on purpose,
Tell them to
I
do it.
purposed them out. I put these are not redeemable. This is not real. She had the raffle anyway, Hazy. And on the on the coupon it said this is not a valid coupon. It said it on there. And she still raffled them off and
She
told
ain't
them
never
that
look
I
at it.
made a mistake. Huh?
She ain't never look at it. Or she looked at
No.
it and still
She
did it.
looked so new because I told her we never came to a deal. She just
So
asked me
she
what
made
would
that
it look
money.
like. Huh?
So she made that money.
She made her money, but she tried to send them down there to me. And I told them those aren't real. She never came back and talked to me. So she ran down there trying to pitch a fit. And I told her, "Well, you got to tell me what was the conclusion of our deal because I do business." And I did this in front of a whole bunch of white people. I was calm. I said, we doing business. You still have to tell me what I get out of the deal. You don't get $80 worth of ice cream for nothing.
Right.
I need $80 worth of something from that salon, from Supercuts.
Or
For
she's supposed to buy
$80.
like $200 worth and get $80 worth, then ask you for $80 worth after she spent something with
Yeah, there you go, Hazy. That's business. But you can't give away my ice cream because you can't cut no hair.
you. I'm pretty
That's
sure
not how that's gonna
that's
work.
love. Yeah, that's just a big favor.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. We don't have that kind of relationship. And they just looked at her like, damn. So for like every month she would call the health department. You know how much what my lowest score was. He would walk in there and say, "Man, just give me he said, "What kind of shake you like?" I say, "Man, probably that banana, but strawberry banana." And he said, "Make me one." And I just make him one, and he'd write 95 on there because every time he did, it was a 95. He said he just couldn't give me 100. That's shunned upon. Don't do that. But he can't find nothing. Nothing. That's how people do you out here, especially in a racist place. The
Hold
only
on, he
reason
said
that business
he can't give you 100 because what?
because it's shunned upon. It like his job will be in front. It'd be like he's hooking me up.
Uh,
What?
That makes sense.
yeah, I see what you're saying. He gotta give you something. He
He
gotta
got
give you a hard
something
time
wrong,
somewhere.
or he ain't doing his job. It's got to be a trash can empty on not clean on the bottom or something. You get what I'm saying? You know how they do it,
Right.
Ace.
Ain't nobody shit perfect.
Yeah.
He already got his
But the
mind
only
made up.
reason that business ain't there is because the owner came to visit because the numbers were piling up so good. He came to visit. He live in Flagstaff, Arizona. He got a cold stone ice cream out there in Flagstaff, Arizona. Can't do what I'm doing in Temple, Texas. He had to come see this. And all he had to see, Hazy, I hate to be like this. All he had to see was that the GM was black. Oh man. Oh man. He did not like that for some reason. That chapped his heart. And again, I don't talk business when I'm talking to white people or business in general or at work. I don't talk like I'm talking here. I don't talk like that. Unless I'm on the farm, I can get away with it. But other than that, like when you call, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Yeah, how you doing? Sure, bro. Oh, business is great. You know, I because I have to make them understand me.
Right.
I had to talk they lingo. It's kind of like when I go to Mexico. I can't be talking like this. They ain't gonna understand. They have a soul. I gotta talk Spanish
Right.
if you won't understand. But yeah, man. I'm glad Hazy got up here and said that he didn't see that video. I gotta make it, Hazy.
All right, shit. That ain't no rush
I'll
for
go ahead
him.
and send it to you because they won't let me. They usually let you download videos like that. They won't let me download that one,
I told you, it got some type of block on there or something. It's something.
but they don't like that video.
Yeah, because that one, that's like it exposed a lot. It show. It's a clear picture, man. They don't
And it
want that.
oh,
The brown eye, blue eye, that ain't there ain't no problem with that. That's the one.
wow, you're right.
That's the one they want you to find when somebody tell you about the Jane Elliott. When somebody tell you about Jane Elliott, they want you to just find that little brown eye, blue eye junk. They don't want
Right.
that one right there. They do not want you to find that one. That shit hit hard right there.
Because it's just a confirmation, right?
Yep.
You can tell me all day that it's even, but why don't you want to be me?
See, this where shit get tricky at, right?
But why don't you mind not want? Why don't you mind being? Why don't you mind switching shoes if our shoes are the same?
I'm gonna tell you where this shit get tricky at, right? So us, we black folk, we been through the fire. You know what I'm saying? We been through the shit. We been through the motions, right?
Right.
To us, it's like we on a seesaw and they up in the air having fun. We on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But for us, the only way to fix it, we want it the other way around. We want to be up in the air and they be on the ground.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where it get tricky at. Like we
But
all
we
got
don't.
all
But
evil.
Hazy, that's the thing. Our people, me and you, not built like that, Hazy. If Let me make this clear. If if I know you not built like this, I know you not the type of person that is gonna somebody that don't understand what they doing is wrong. You gonna treat you gonna be on purposely just want to be like them because because they got it like that. Once they find out they wrong, y'all gonna coincide. You don't want to be on top of nobody.
Right,
You don't give a damn about it like that, Hayes. You don't care about being on top of shit. Like you just want to be comfortable and kick it. Like most people.
That's enough.
That's enough. I just want to handle what I can handle. I don't want all that shit y'all be doing, man. For real, that's a lot of shit. And I know
I
people
got an idea. Don't worry about it. That's easy. I got an idea.
people
Yeah,
act
yo,
like
I just think I just cast the next catering for 200 people, y'all.
see already, fam.
Yeah, good, good shit.
Yo, that's what you see, that's a good thing about, you know what I mean, fucking with Hazy and Rice is like they always, even when I talk to like behind Rice and the Hazy, they always like, yo, you don't have to show everybody. You're doing like, you already do so much on here, it's crazy. And it's true, like I notice when I, you know, like because you don't know when people trying to block your blessing. You might say something
Yeah,
that don't happen if you, especially when like
Yes.
like what I said, we used to come on here all the time and do all that showing money, all that, you know, extra shit. You don't know who's watching, you don't know who's hating on you. You don't know.
Uh,
You see what I'm saying?
right.
So sometimes it's not good to talk about that shit. That's why sometimes I only talk my business once in a while. That's it. I don't
that's
really put that shit out.
oh, bro. I ain't got no cash flow. I don't even go shopping no more unless I'm going out of town.
Mm,
Shit, I ain't got shit going on at the moment neither.
right. That's why sometimes I just chill.
That could be, but shit, that ain't gonna make me not happy for you. Shit, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh,
Exactly.
I
You know what I mean?
already know. I expect to see you going up, 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 up. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I already got it. That shit already in my mind. Like I already know. I think I already know how shit gonna work out for you. You gonna really, you know what I mean, climb that ladder. So I ain't surprised at all. Any progress you tell me, that shit make perfect sense. For real.
That's crazy. So that's like the next. I know exactly what I'm doing. Like I'm telling you, I know exactly what I'm doing. You know? I always tell myself, if I always tell myself, people always say, oh, what do you want? And whatever, whatever. Like the other day, I have a man to see me, right? Hazy. And
uh,
the nigga know that I know the nigga. So the nigga is like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen the man in over like six and a half, I'm gonna say 7 years. So the man's like, oh, dad, so he see me, so whatever, he gave me some weed, and I'm laughing in my head. I'm like, yo, niggas is crazy. Niggas is still on this mentality thing because hey, they smoke a blunt with a nigga every. You see what I'm saying? A nigga gonna say anything. But anyway, the nigga was asking me some weird questions, and I'm like, yo, why would you ask me about this nigga? If you see this nigga, why don't you ask him? Why is you asking me? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
why are you trying to put me like, I'm just saying, oh, well, Chef said, oh, he knows all this. No, nigga. Even if I know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Where you been for the last, you see what I'm saying, 6 years? I'm not gonna tell you Hazy or Rice business. For what? You see what I'm saying?
Right,
You
right,
know,
right. You
you
don't know
know,
what the fuck. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck time a nigga been
yeah.
on all that
I
time.
don't know if you know somebody that don't like this nigga. So when the nigga asks, it's kind of puzzled me, bro. And I'm like, and like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is really going on? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah,
yo, you gotta like. That's why I said sometime I recognize not saying nothing and put my business out there like I used to. Y'all know I'm not complaining. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't complain, bro. You know what I mean? Even when my girl was going through this shit, I don't complain. And I just know that, you know what I mean, you got your shit together and you don't, you keep your shit straight. You don't try to be like everybody else. Like some niggas, like they crazy. They make certain money. If they go do some random shit. Like, bro, we grown. You see what I'm saying? Like
right,
we just gotta chill sometime, enjoy. Like, get a bottle, chill, smoke, do whatever good for you. Make sure your bills. But the other shit, as I said, this world could shift anytime. At one point, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Rent was so cheap, right? Rent is even the projects niggas paying the same rent as the condos. It's crazy. Yo, fucking wild, dog. And you live in the hood, though. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people like, yo, people always, oh, Chef, you still there? Yes. You know what I mean? I see a lot of niggas right now can't even do certain shit. They're like, man, I wish I would have did what you did. Yeah. Get up. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be in this clout and this hype, right? Where Hazy, where, you know what I mean? Everybody's this. That's why I make certain niggas follow with certain niggas, because a nigga will be chilling with me and you, and then a nigga will pull up in a new car and they'll be like, fuck. The next meeting, no, that nigga gone over there. You know what I mean? Some gay shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's all across the board, my nigga. On the
Yeah.
internet
Yeah.
and in real time. You see what I'm saying, Hazy Rice? In real time. That's why
right.
I like where y'all move in real life. You know what I mean? Real shit. I like where y'all move in real life.
Yeah, keep that shit cool. I ain't really.
You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I don't really go around, and when somebody's like, "Oh, you could come over here, we could do this," and tell me and my girl, "Oh yeah, we give you guys this," and we're like, "No, we're doing our own thing." You know what I mean? We might not, go and get invited to that event. You see what I'm saying? And get a name, in that community event. But guess what? We know ourselves. No one hooked us up on the airport. We did that ourselves. You see what I'm saying? When we tell
Yeah.
a lot of people that we do catering for the airport, they're like, what? What do you mean airport? You see what I'm saying? I had to break it down to them, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? And when they see when they see the company, they're like, damn, you're really doing your thing. You really ain't need nobody to, like, you know what I mean? No, I don't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you just, that's why I said sometimes it's just good to chill. Even if everybody's hyping around and laughing and hee ha, let them do it. And as I said, look at the Playroom Street right now for a big example. A lot of niggas used to act like, but yo, you know what I mean? You got to know what you're on. You know what I mean? You got to know what you're on, brother. This shit right here, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Crazy.
Hold on, yo, my bad. I'm on the game too.
Sorry.
My bad. Say that again. Say that again. I didn't hear it. Say what? Hazy said something?
Yeah, I said my bad. I'm on the game too.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
I want to get some weed because
Yes.
I was gonna go there, but it's like crazy. I gotta understand, yo. Some people, especially when some people know that you're doing good shit, it's like they want to pull you back. They want you to go back into the other shit. And if people that are coming around you that you don't know to need to be in around certain shit, don't be in certain shit with them. Especially when you establish yourself, bro. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? That's why I
Yeah.
always used to, right. So you ain't never see me got mad and crash out when people hazy. When people talked about me back in the day. So I know my character. You see what I'm saying? I put myself on. Nobody put me on. You know what I mean? In real life. I put my y'all watch me cook, do my own thing. Because that's exactly I watch my uncles and them people cook. You see how them African people cook back their rice and all them shit in their
Yeah.
country? That's why I watch my people and do it. So that's why I do it. You know what I mean? The old school until I get where I'm going. Good time. Good time. You know,
Right.
I look at myself, bro, and I'm like, damn. It'd be crazy if certain people don't even want to talk to me because they think that, oh, I'm gonna blast on them because of what they, you know what I mean? The downfall that they wish on me. But I'm not a nigga like that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
I'm not a nigga like that. Boy, I can't live. That's one thing I know is I always this voice tell me in the back of my head, you can't be doing that. You know what I mean? Real shit. If you don't believe, especially what's going on right now, you can't be going on and doing shit because everyone's doing it and doing something. Like what Rice just said at the best. The reason why 50 and them got into it, you know what I mean? Because 50, you know what I mean? Because he fall into a level like he should have stayed at his trolling level. Like you see what I'm saying? He went into a
Right.
other trolling level that really, like, you know what I mean? He was good where he was at. Come on, look how much shit that 50 did. You see what I'm saying? He was good. That's what everyone was saying. Like, dude, you was good. Like, you see what I'm saying? You was good where you was at. So that right
Well,
there.
now he's starting to look bitter
Yeah. Yeah.
because you can understand why um, everybody else was the way they were, right? You can understand why he was mad at everybody else. That was legit. If you get, you know, that was legit beef. But Diddy is down bad, and he really ain't did nothing to you.
Yeah. And you know the craziest thing about it?
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what one of the words is, right? The day somebody called down on the topic on MRAP. Yo, the word is that Puffy burnt Shorty and she burnt 50, allegedly.
Oh wow,
I knew
really?
it was something like that.
Oh wow. That makes it even worse. Ugh. They all nasty. Oh, y'all nasty. Y'all all nasty. On that note, I gotta get me a snack. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back.
All right, shit. I was about to say I got tap TMG. I'm gonna try to jump back in this motherfucker depending on how long you go.
My bad, guys. My bad. Last time. Yeah, but they just gave us some papers on the business days. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, yeah, people, but nigga living. I know what happened. Where did he go, right? I know what's going on out here, but boy, it'd be crazy. Crazy. I kind of believe Hazy. I wanted to hear what Hazy was gonna say on that about the burn story, because you know what, Cassie burned. Cassie burned somebody too, so that it could be. He could have burned his girl, and then he got it burning. So that's what's going on. Man. Ooh. That shit is the story is getting more crazier and crazier. This story is getting more crazier and crazier. So he did, and I kind of believe that story because Diddy what do you call it? Didn't they say Cassie burned somebody? You know, so I don't know. There could be some type of truth to that. You know, that is wild as hell. Wow, yeah. Can't wait to do this little thing right here. It's the appetizer thing right here. What? Man, are we gonna need one or two people? I'm gonna say two people. I'm gonna get two people. Two people is good, man. Two people. Yeah, I'm gonna need two people on this. I need two people on this. I like this. Yeah, yeah. Gotta get this. But the story right here is just crazy. It seems like there's a lot of feelings hurt and a lot of boy. That's crazy. So even if Diddy did that to your being, why did you go back to her? Like, that's crazy. Why would you go back? Why would you go back? Why would you go? Remember, babe, I was telling you to put the new things up, the new things up on the Instagram. Yeah, that's what I meant. And there's a reason why we contact that dude the other day too. I'm telling you because I know it's gonna be next year. It's gonna be even more crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be more crazier. It's gonna be crazy. boy, you know, everything is, as I said, you continue doing your thing and keep it humble and watch everybody laughing all the time, and you ignore all that and you focus on you, your people around you, and you know what I mean, and people that you got good conversation with. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, talking about someone's business or dirty laundry or just trying to be funny, it's not really, you know what I mean. That's why a lot of y'all are stuck with. You know what I mean? I can see it. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. It's not fair. I ain't gonna do that. It's not professional, chef. It's not. Yeah, but it's just crazy, man. Just man. Ooh, a lot of stuff as I said. The reason I just humble myself and I just do. As I said, I tell my girl all the time, it's not the company or certain things. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I'm gonna stop doing contracts. I'm gonna do like long contracts. I'm gonna start doing long contracts. I'm gonna do side like
Okay, bro. I'm back.
my bad, Rice. I did order
You
some
good?
and to get some weed up in here before I didn't. That's the crazy shit. I hate when there's no nights. There's no. But yesterday, man, yesterday was. Whew, I was
What
surprised the
was it?
NBA had. I was surprised the NBA had a game on at 6. I was like, damn, they playing sports so early now. They're desperate. But you see, everybody though, Rice. I noticed even Prime now is Prime went and start. See how the NBA is last year. The NFL was just NFL Prime. Now we got the NBA Prime now. You seen that?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
because
the game.
everything's taking a turn in the streaming
Yeah.
platform, and they're doing that really because
That's gonna be and listen for small businesses, you're gonna have to do that. You can't just work as your own no more. If you want to survive, you're
yeah,
gonna have to team up with somebody that's like not a corporation, but like somebody that knows and could get something done. Like you know what I mean? That's not really gonna really run you down with the corporate side. You see what I'm saying? Because
right,
everybody's teaming up with everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you got something for yourself, keep it. It's gonna grow. Right? So you ain't never know. Remember, 2026 is gonna be the year. That's why these people are crashing out. These government people are acting like that and trying to hold people back. Because remember, you got something for yourself, your little thing. You know what I mean? Remember, you own it for a long time. Even if, you see what I'm saying, you still own it, and you still got the piece of paper that dated when you started your business. You see what I'm saying? You still claim certain things. You still get certain things. They won't be able to take it from you. They won't be able to tax you. So that's what's gonna. You know what I mean? So the people I'm not borrowing money now like an idiot
yeah,
in COVID, you know what I mean? They're not going to be able to get none of that because they already, you know what I mean? That's why they fool you. You know what I mean? You could have grinded out until 2026. Yeah, I'm telling you, boy. I'm too like I love myself, boy. I just be chilling. As I said, right, there's a lot of rich niggas last year. Am I lying, right?
no,
There's a lot of rich niggas last year, my nigga.
yeah,
There's a lot of rich niggas last year telling us that we broke we is and all that shit. I never said I was rich. I mean, told y'all. At one point,
when
I said,
you
and
rich,
I told people up and down the truth. Like, yo, money to make, money is good, but guess what? Each time you make the money, the more expensive the government make it for you. So the bills hide
yeah.
everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I mean? So,
Well, till you get to that epsilon, until you start producing,
yeah. So now, that's what I said. Now, like as I said, certain
you
things I'm
start producing everything yourself. Okay, let me tell you how I see wealthy family structures do it. Right, a wealthy man wants to build a mall.
mm,
Right,
So the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna buy a construction company.
Right.
You know, then he might have his son.
Right.
Now his son running that construction company, and if he's really funky, this is how they do it out here, Chef. This is how it goes out here in Texas. My uncle owned a machine shop,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
I'm gonna start making certain machines or needing certain things to work on the farm. I'm gonna make the parts for the little extra parts that you need for these machines to work on the farm. And now my cousin, he gonna go to China and he gonna buy all the screws and stuff that we need. So that's his business. So we gonna buy the screws and stuff from him. I'm gonna build it, and then my uncle, you get what I'm saying? His machine shop gonna be the catalyst to where we build it at. And then the when we put it on the machine or those parts, I'm also sell those trucks too. So down the line, you've been hiring family members to do everything down the line
Right.
instead of outsourcing your company to somebody that you don't know.
Hmm.
Does that make sense? Like you the chef.
Right.
Imagine if your son owned the
Restaurant.
distribution plant for certain herbs and stuff like that. And you could patent it where you could use it only on your own menu.
Right. I'm about to finish up this book too, right? So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you and Hazy know what's going on.
Already.
I know what's his name asked me about it a couple of times way back too. Hazy. And what's his name, your boy? I got something for Nubs and Negro, but once I get this two, if I'm a, once I get I have a once I get these 3 events done, then I'm gonna make. When I do it, I'm just gonna make the video and post it for them. Like they be asking me for that jerk recipe, right? I'm just gonna post. I'm just gonna make a whole video and post it on my feed about it. And then just break it down. I'll make it easy. I'll make it like a rap one. I'm not gonna make no like
Right.
like no put it in grill or I'm gonna make it like where like you could just make it on a flat top or you know what I mean or something like that or a grill. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like I got one where I just put it in a wrap, rice. I put cheese. It's like almost like a Mexican burrito, but it's like Caribbean style. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You gotta think out the box. You see what I'm saying? That's why I know my mind is
Right.
good because if my mind was not good and I wasn't, people wouldn't be like calling me. And you see what I'm saying? That's why I laugh. That's why it's good to see sometimes just let people talk and don't say nothing. That's why 50 should have shut up. You know what I mean? Because as I said, it's good. You make the money sometime, but after a while, when you like troll too much, it looks like it goes wrong.
Yep.
It goes wrong.
Man, I found that you can put.
As I said, right, all my life, I never hear you say, boy, damn, I need to go do this. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't making no money. Or like, man, this ain't happening. You're just chilling. All the thing you talk about is your kids and how certain things is going and you know what I mean? You talk about your son and what good news he gives you and all that and your family. I never hear you say, you know what I mean? But people that
But that's because right now it's a crucial time in history. On top of I'm over trying to satisfy me and please people out there in the world that
you got it?
a lot of them don't even know me.
Yeah.
I remember
Master Key.
wanting I remember wanting the super smooth.
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
the music in my car to be so loud so everybody could hear it. So I used to pull up to the store and entertain total strangers for free.
Hmm.
Y'all did get that. You got what I said, right, Chef?
Yeah.
I would entertain total strangers for free, and some people it irritated.
Yes.
So once I learned where my fault, where my failure was, and that was in stuff. That was in trying to impress people, trying hard not to be me, but to be who people want me to be.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, fam. I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. Trust me. I understand.
that's what I say. I'm not the guy you're gonna come to the family reunion and we're gonna discuss the latest fashion because I don't give a damn.
Right. Me too. I don't like
That's
that.
what it is. It's
Right,
fashion.
right. Once you start doing that, me too, Rice. I kind of like, I want to go to the next room.
Yeah.
I'm like that too, right? And that goes like, I kind of like, man, why we got to do this? Like, this is what we come here for. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Kind of give you that gut feeling and that sour taste in your mouth. Like, really, I waste my time to come here to hear this shit. You know what I'm
No,
saying, right?
I want to be like the real live Mr. Deeds. Like I can have a lot of money, but I'm not gonna act like it, and you'll never know it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to fit in. I found the wow factor to that when I used to date girls because I've never been a guy that had like the flossy stuff, or I might have fixed up a car or two, but other than that, I always rode stock.
Yeah.
I've noticed something. There was a wow factor. You know, like I wanted to date this one girl one time, and she said, "Uh-uh, I don't like the way your car look.
Yeah.
That's messed up." But her boyfriend lived in the motel, but he had to clean his car in town. You dig where I'm coming from with this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
so
why.
one
That is,
night,
wow.
somebody that I also tried to holler at was with this person, and she just wanted to stop by real fast. They pulled up in the white side of town. Now my car is in the back in the alley in the in the driveway. She knock on the door, I open the door, they come in, she looking at me like, damn, nigga, what you doing here? Where she was like, oh, this is my friend I was telling you about. She was like, oh, yeah, man. And we didn't ever say nothing, but she was just looking around like, God damn, man, this motherfucker live. She was like, well, who else? You live here by yourself? And I was like, yeah. And she just kind of looked at me. And I didn't say it directly to her. I was like, yeah, I don't really do nothing no more but work. So I don't like have money to have this and the super dope car.
Right.
I just rather have my computer, my game. You see my stereo, you see the couches. I'd rather be laid up in here comfortable than to have the dopest car riding around the most comfortable. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
I think she was kind of shocked though because I guess because I didn't have a super dope car, that automatically meant you didn't have the means of living. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it is, though. You know they be advice. But
Yeah.
yeah. Um. In there.
And I'm real, like I say, I'm real normal now. Um, Only person that admires me and treats me exactly the way I want to be treated is my favorite bartenders.
Say it again, right?
My favorite bartenders at the little spot I go to every other week.
Yeah. What about her?
Who? The bartenders?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they just I don't have to ask for nothing.
Yeah. I know what
When
you
I
mean.
go there, that's why, and I like taking people there that come visit me.
Right.
Like if you come hang with me, we gonna go to that bar because you gonna see how it go.
But I know they deal with you. I get it. You know what I mean? Because that's
Yeah,
what
you
you're
just walk in. I walk in, and all you hear is Chris here.
I
Okay.
like a bar like
Jameson.
that because that's how you're supposed to treat
Yeah,
your. You're supposed to treat your regulars, right?
Jameson, Bud Light. Chris, you go. They don't ask for no money or nothing.
Uh,
Chris, you gonna keep tab? You gonna start tab? Yep. All right. You going back there to play the game? No, I think I'll just sit right here, listen to some karaoke, or watch the rest of this game. Oh, okay.
right.
I like that, especially it being an all white bar. And sometimes, like two Mexicans the other night, they got beside themselves. But it was the bartender. I didn't have to say nothing. The bartender just kind of, Chris, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. And then they just kind of straightened up. You know, they was playing that drunk shit.
Right.
Well, y'all know I look young when I cut my hair. I bet you still what she tell me? I bet you still get carded. I said, what? I said, I got gray hair. She says a lot of people with gray hair. I bet you still get carded.
Some females do that for because they want to see how old you is. They do that on purpose.
No, the last chick that carded me actually asked me, was I single?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a story.
You're probably like, what the hell?
Huh?
You're probably like, huh?
Man, she was fine in a motherfucker. It was an older black lady. And I asked her for some Marlboro. I smoke cigarettes. Can I have some Marlboro menthol black? Where
Right.
your ID at? I said, in my pocket. She said, how old are you? I said, I'm 50. And she said, God damn it, boy, bullshit me not. And now I done heard people come in here with a bullshit ass number. But I know you bullshit and you just gonna holler 50 like that, like 50, like 50. Like you way old. You know, she think I'm 36, 37. She really think I'm bullshitting.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. You're probably like, what the heck? You're probably
No,
like,
I'm,
okay, no.
baby, I'm really 50. Yeah, she looking all around line talking about y'all here 50. Where your ID at? I gave her my ID. She looked at me and she said, with your cute ass. She said, but I'm still older than you. She was fine. Motherfucker too, y'all. I ain't bullshit. Well, I'm married. I ain't even supposed to be looking at her like that, but she was holding. I ain't bullshitting. You was
Right.
fine and shit. If I was single, I'd talk to that woman.
Mm.
You know.
I say, I'm 50.
She said, ooh, I thought you was just bullshit. She said, y'all, he is 50, about to be 51. I said, yeah, I told you I'm 50.
Damn, she called you out like that in front of everybody?
Yeah. Like I said, she thought she thought I was being an asshole by just hollering at 50.
Right.
Like when she said, how old are you? I said, 50. And it sounded like I was being, you know, satirical. Like I was being rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that little old $6. Thank you. Just got me $6. I can't even get my little earnings no more, Chef.
No? We're on TikTok?
No, on TikTok.
That's what they be doing that.
They want my ID. I don't want to give them my ID.
Well, that's what they be doing. They be doing it on here too. They be doing all that, bro. They
I
want
don't
you.
want to give you my ID. I don't want to show my ID. How come we ain't never had no problem when we get my little old coin?
Yeah. Now you gotta show I. That shit
I
is
ain't want to show my ID to get my coins.
YouTube doing that too, right? Yeah. So niggas ain't
To
fuck with
get
you.
my coins. Come on now.
Yeah, it's bogus, yo. You gonna ask somebody for their personal information because like
And then after they get my coins, they got the nerve to tell me, Dustin, you need to pay taxes on this. Man, we don't want that bullshit.
that's where it is, right?
I ain't even spent none of it. It went all back to YouTube, to TikTok. Shit on TikTok. I haven't. If I did, I bought some off the TikTok shop. I haven't no coin. I ain't bought no coins ever off TikTok. Any coins I got them being on panels or uh, you know, I gave somebody some. They came back and gave me some.
Right.
But that's how community works. That's why I be telling y'all, man. If everybody looked out for everybody, everybody would be up.
But some people,
Everybody would be up.
right? People get mad. You know what I noticed? This wasn't gonna work. But when one people got thing, you know what I mean? People like certain people will go on and get mad because people got donations. You know what I mean? That's not gonna work. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
not gonna work. You're doing that, people not definitely. If you're getting mad, people definitely not gonna donate to you. And they see how you is. But that's what happened with this community. When people was getting money because no one was dropping them, they was getting mad and talking about it.
right.
Weirdo shit. You can't really want people to like that. You see what I'm saying? To build with because they will take everything and run. You can't give them the pot to hold on to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people
Oh no, I'm chilling major, man. I'm just
can't really do that, right? These motherfuckers,
uh you know,
yeah,
every day is a different difficult step.
crazy.
Every day is a difficult step. So, you know,
Right.
pay your bills, pay your debts. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Shit. Gotta pay this thing on. I've been forgetting about it. They don't send me a letter. Let me pay these thing on.
For real though.
Pay my insurance up for 6 months and
Yeah.
uh my car insurance. I pay it every 6 months. It's cheaper than if I draw it out.
Right.
Pay that every 6 months, and I gotta pay my my internet bill.
That's all you gotta do, right? Make
I
sure
forgot about that one. That one don't come out automatic.
right. All you gotta do. That's what I'm saying. You're doing good. Making sure everything's up to date. Everything's staying on top. That's how you do it. Chill out.
What you say?
You ain't gotta do nothing more. You see what I'm saying?
You real low, chef?
Oh, you can't hear me?
No,
You hear me now?
now I can.
Oh, what? I can't. What? The mic is fucking can't reach the range like that?
How
What the?
far did you go?
I just went in my bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec.
I can hear you when you walked away at first. No, I can't.
Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bad girl. Bad girl.
Oh shoot! Let's get this wardrobe ready for tomorrow. See how casual.
Yeah, right. So I was about to ask you about that, right? About Cincinnati. Man, what? Some upset happened. Yes, that game there with the yes, Rice. Oh, I got the Chargers played a good game, right? Good. Yo, if they would have kicked the ball right there, if they would have kicked the ball instead of going for it, Rice, that wouldn't have happened. I seen that interception coming with the Eagles. I'm talking about the Eagles game. You hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, that right there was crazy. No, they're in the wild card race, right?
Yeah, they're in the wild card right now. Yep. I mean,
That-
things could take a drastic change. We could lose four in a row and be in the wild card. So I
That
ain't
is
saying nothing right yet. Yeah, the Broncos could be,
that is wild,
but they did the Eagles like that, which that the Cowboys is way alive now.
man. So the
My
Cowboys,
girl don't my
you said
girl don't know football. So I had to explain that to
Right.
her. Cause she a Cowboys fan, so she was worried and shit. And I said, "Nah, you all right. The Cowboys is they still in it because Dago won." And I didn't mind Dago losing, but it didn't bother me. I like the Cowboys, and that's my second team. So I was all right with that. I was like, oh, let's get this show on the road. Two teams in the playoffs this year. That's right. This rarely happens.
Yeah. Man, it's going down. I said, man.
That mean I picked some winners. But I already told y'all, I know Denver came in way underranked by popularity because they don't have any big names over there, Chef. We just play football.
Huh?
Denver don't have no big names over there. We just play football.
Yeah, yeah. That's what everyone was saying. Like, no one takes the credit. Everybody just plays like, just for everybody to, have progress. They don't really,
Yeah.
you know. This is why he's got to get coach of the year here because you don't have a big name over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We just play football. So um yeah, we just winning because we just playing football.
Yeah.
You don't really harp on the achievements. You don't see our fan base acting a damn fool.
Right. And that's what happened with the Chiefs. Is like their fan base is so quiet now. I mean, like I'm like, damn, y'all used to be so raw. And that's why everybody said like you expect them to be because they've been dominating the NFL for so long. Because
Yeah, but you thought they was conceited, and
yeah,
they probably were.
you know, man, a lot of that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are promising start. I thought the Colts was gonna leave up. Yeah, when I seen them, I'm like, damn, they're about to be a wild card team too. If they lose the next game, they might not make it. They might be a 6 and 7 team just now, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My bad, a 7, my bad, a 7 and 6 team. I meant to say, sorry,
70, yep.
7 and 6. They might be because they quarterback. That's what I'm saying. A lot of teams struggling to get in right now.
Right.
And who we playing? What? Ravens playing Cincinnati on Sunday? I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. We're gonna see how that's gonna work out. But man, if the Ravens go 7 and 7, they're gonna be the wild card. The wild card.
Yeah.
But man, I can't believe I can't believe the Eagles got themselves in a wild
But
card.
I don't know if they.
Oh, that was crazy because those two interception rights was crazy because I'm like, damn. Every time the ball bounces, someone stealing the ball. That was everything that went wrong in that game went wrong. Everything, everything.
Well, they got. I don't know. It was the NFC East. Just a lot of the teams in the NFC East couldn't beat any of the teams in the AFC West. We swept. We beat all four teams in the NFC East this season. We beat Dallas, Washington, Philly, and God, what's the other team? Oh, the Giants. We swept. So not a team over there beat us. Usually that don't happen to a whole division.
Right.
But we play them every 3 years, so we're not gonna see them for 3 more years. But we swept.
Y'all doing it big. I can't lie. Y'all just man.
Like I say, Baltimore still gonna sneak. Watch Baltimore sneak in there
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't be
be.
surprised if they sneak in. But they can't sneak in though, right? Halfway. They gotta be like sneaking and act like
un-
they had a good record. They can't sneak
un-
in. They gotta be
until they put that man up under center and let they running back actually run the ball instead of all that bullshit. That triple option, man, it work on third and shorts. It don't work. It don't work all through the game.
who you talking about? You talking about the Eagles?
No, I'm talking about all these teams that every time the quarterback gets the ball, he is shotgun.
I don't know why Saquon Barkley to run the ball. That was good.
Oh, he had a heck of a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Damn, dude, you should get
Well, because when you
so
playing
worried.
from behind, when you playing from behind, you gotta have clock management. You can't keep the clock running because you need the clock to give yourself a chance to catch up.
Hmm,
You run the ball heavy when you winning because you want the clock to keep going so that they can catch up.
right.
That's football 101. Yeah, that's the base. That's the base. If you can't stop me from running, I'm not gonna stop running. Who did that the other week? Somebody did that. Didn't they do that to Washington? Ran
Yeah,
50 times, 60 times.
yeah.
Wow, he getting 5 yards to carry.
That's what I said.
Why am I stopping from running and they can't stop me from running?
That's what I said to her. I thought it was killing. I thought it was killing them in the running game. I thought they was going to run the ball. But you know what it is? It's true. Everybody's going about what was his name? AJ Brown. That's his name, right?
Yeah,
Worrying about him complaining too much, trying to please the media instead of, you know what I'm saying, running the ball. That's what made them lose.
right.
I was gonna go to him. Or even that's what I'm saying. Every time the ball went to Smith, the Smith too, they come. You know what I mean? Like stop it down. So like I thought they should run the ball. If they would have run the ball, they would have won that game.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was the most. That was a crazy ending right there. I was like, wow, these guys are in the thing. These guys went in a wild card, yo. By losing that one game. That game right there was, you know, madness. We got OKC and Phoenix tonight. We got who else we got Rockets tomorrow with the thing. KD Kevin Durant looks different than last year. Kevin Durant balling this year. Balling. That's what happens when you gotta need a good head coach. Kevin Durant is balling. You
Uh,
seen Kevin Durant in Houston? Balling. That's his type of coaching, though. I think that the coaching that he's on, that's the coach he should have been with. A coach like that. And that's like a championship caliber coach. That's the coach that built Boston. I made Boston won the ring, man. Boston ain't really wonder. They just took it away from him and gave it to the next dude. They always do that when they have problems with niggas that push.
right.
You know what I mean? All because the man was in a marriage and the marriage wasn't signed properly and he was with somebody else. They had a problem with him. Yo, they're cold, dude. While the other girl was already doing what she was doing. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what I'm saying, right? But the man gotta be the punk like the man loses his job for that. Had to leave Boston and go to the West. Because that should be his championship with Boston. Because he's the one that's why Boston is like that. He's the one that made Jason Tatum like that. Yeah, but these games are very interesting.
Man, Chef, this is wild.
Yeah, very
So
interesting.
I
Charlotte,
just opened up. I just opened up my little Facebook page, and it say this one girl. She new to Austin, and she looking for friends on the internet. And then that's a setup. She gonna hurt somebody. And then this one, the next one is Texas prison pen pal. Texas prison pen pals. They got a girl up there. She need a friend in jail. No, I think you gonna get somebody hurt. I can already tell. And then new to Colleen, it's a dude. I guess he a soldier. He just moved there. He gonna get hurt or get somebody hurt. I don't know what. I be wary of people that be on.
right? Right? What are you doing? Why are they doing all that? Crazy.
Yeah,
I know why people are always trying to go with people pen pal from jail and all that shit. Niggas gotta go be a pen pal with Diddy and get some money. You a blogger right now, gonna be a pen pal with Diddy. I mean,
Right.
then that nigga gonna definitely gonna tell you some shit to write about. You gonna go viral. Everybody doing it wrong. That would be the best time to go. You see what I'm saying? Try to get something from him to see what he's saying. Everybody out here, and trust me, that's why I mean, 50 did what he did. Like everybody more like it's crazy. I know that's bugging everybody too. Like fuck, like we try to expose this fucking documentary, but people still writing for this nigga. Like you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I know that's bugging the fuck out of them. That's bugging people, yo. But it like there's nothing really you can't really shame him over it because really and I get it. That's why when Hazy was like, yo, he gave the baby mom disease, but I'm like, why would 50 go back out with her after Diddy already did that? You see what I'm saying? He's stupid. You know what I mean? And then look, so
Mhm.
I expected that cat. Cassie getting look, Cat. You heard about Cassie getting sued for giving STD2 rights to the one dude? Yeah, she
No, I
getting
didn't know that.
yeah, she getting sued for that. She's gonna have to pay some lawsuit. All the money that she won from the case, like 10 million. I think that's what the nigga wants.
Damn.
You can't make this shit up. That means you got money, but now you're about to give it back. And these government people know this wasn't a coming. Yeah, they didn't protect you. You know what I mean? They didn't protect your back. So that means, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you get nothing. Nothing. That is wild. That is wild to me. I'm not gonna be
Damn.
yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I heard that I was like, what? She what? They what? She getting sued back for the money that she gave away, that she won. And I can understand why she wanted so much money because she already probably knew she was gonna get sued. You see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
That's why she wanted so much money because she probably knew she was gonna get sued anyway. So if you're gonna sue, might as well I'll just take the money. You know what I mean? Sue you for the money that I know I'm gonna get sued for because that's what these people are working hard. You know what I mean? They do it to each other. They're crazy. You know what I mean? And then use it to pay off my debt. And that's what's going on there. All that fucking weird shit. They said the game is so weird. They mess up the whole shit. Somebody else is gonna want to. Somebody's gonna want to sign with Diddy though, but it's to set him up. He best not sign no man nowhere though. I just want to resign. You gotta act yourself. If I'm Diddy and someone want to sign with me, I'm like, after all that, you want to sign with me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm recording that too. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Recording all that. You gotta ask them questions. You know, what made you? You know, you gotta act. We're not going through this again. And people mad because think about it, right? If they would have gave him 20, 10 years, 15 years, they would have, you know what I mean? They would have been stripped him for everything. They would have been able to take, you know what I mean, all his LLC that he left for his son. You know what I mean? The money from his mom, his insurance. You see what I'm saying? They would have been able
Yeah.
to take out of that. But true now, they really can't get no money out of it. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to use that.
Um,
They're trying to use Netflix to make some of the money back after the case. They waste taxpayers' money and build a fucked up case. Now they're using Netflix.
right.
All it is that people don't understand. People don't understand. You know what I mean? What's going on here? That's all it is. You know what I mean? Use Netflix to make back some of the money that you waste on the case. That's it. Because they're the only one that could do it so fast. That's why 50 ain't gonna get none. Like, he's doing this for free. That's why they're laughing at him. He's doing it for free. You're not really getting nothing out of it. What are you getting, dude? You know what I mean? Make me with that. Trust me. That's why I said I was never one of those guys to follow the girl and you know what I'm saying? If she's doing dirt and you're doing dirt and you're telling me no and that, you know what I mean? You're doing that's it. There's no, I mean, I'm not doing none of that. I get myself. You know what I mean? Real talk. And come true story. I remember one time, you know what I mean? I got into it. You know what I mean? And then, yo, guess what? When you got into it, and then you get into trouble and anything, you know what I mean? That girl's still gonna be with the same nigga. So why is you? And that's what I think you need to understand. If she 50 mad because the man did his baby mom like that, but she mad because she wanted more money than she wanted a real relationship. Like you're the one that trying to,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because Young Miami got a real relationship. She never asked for a freak off. Y'all acted for it because y'all is weird. That's what I'm saying. If you notice the cycle, right? You see what I'm saying? These Asian girls and these half, you know, Spanish and Mexican girls, but she those are the ones. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, none of the black girls are really into it like that. You know what I mean? Into that type of stuff. That I was around. Not even the white girls, really. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? You gotta see what's
Mhm.
gotta see what's going on. Why none of these white girls was into those rooms? Why they're all like Chinese, Asian, and you know what I mean? And like that's weird shit. That's weird shit. That's like going to a massage parlor. You already know what they're doing. They're legally these Chinese girls are legally doing. You know what I'm saying? Selling,
Yeah.
selling, acting like they're giving massage and rub you down with oil, but legally selling coochie. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit 50 Cent does. That's what he get. As I said, you would think that his first baby mama would go and tell all his business more than he knew, girl. But you're mad. You're mad. And remember that. That girl, you know what I'm saying? That's great.
Mhm. You
Niggas,
know, I know.
yeah, I know, right? Niggas is disloyal, dog. He's mad, yo.
Not
Like,
completely.
yeah, he just mad because himself. And it's good. As I said, it's sometimes it's like that. You could be the ill nigga and da, and then you find out a girl's doing that. It's just good to do that. It just shows you that, you know what I mean? You wasn't all, you know what I mean? You always can't be a troll and make fun of everybody because sometimes when you're making fun of somebody, you know what I mean? And talking about someone's relationship, you getting fucked on. And I think that's why he's mad because while he was doing all that, he was talking hella shit about who cheating on who. Remember, he was also talking about Wendy Williams when that shit was going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was with that girl. So, and, I think he even tried to get her a talk show thing too at one point, like what Jeezy did with the other Jane. If you notice, why do you think Jeezy left that Asian girl? It's the same shit. You see what I'm saying? These Asian girls just want the money.
Something happened.
They will want the money and just, you know what I mean? They will act like they want family just for the money, yo. You know what I mean? Real shit.
Something happened.
At
I
the same,
mean, that girl, her daddy came out and said, yeah, they purposely put that girl they was
Easy.
glad she was dating that boy and had as soon as she had 2 kids, they knew they was gonna break up.
Yeah.
Um
Easy.
what's his name? The one that ran away?
Who?
The one that ran away. He um golly.
Who's
I'm
that? Which
trying
one?
to think of his name, the guy who ran away.
Jesse Tink. Who
No,
ran away?
the media producer, Chef, you know who I'm talking about.
Media producer. Who the fuck is that?
Uh Simmons.
Ben Simmons. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know, bro. You know she only did that for the kids, bro. She only did that for the bag.
Come on, Lee.
Her daddy let you know she only did that for the bag.
Yeah, come on, Lee.
Yeah, she only did that for the bag, yeah. That's why she will never snitch on that nigga because she gonna lose money. Them Chinese people are not doing that. You see what I'm saying, right? Why you think
Right,
why you think the one girl didn't want to snitch on Puff because she knows she might lose some of her things. You see what I'm saying?
right.
You know what I mean? And like it's crazy. As I said, it's crazy. Like what 50 Cent first baby mom said, you're only mad, you're doing all this, but you wasn't doing all this when the nigga when she was living there and she was taking care of your kid. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Diddy was taking care of your kid, nigga. Like stop. It's not like the nigga did no shit with your son. He did it with your girl. You know what I mean? And he made sure none of that shit was. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's not like the man. You see what I'm saying? So he gotta like, like, I don't know. It seems like he care about more about than he's care about his kid. It's not, I don't me personally, as long as you don't touch put your hand on my kid, right, and try to do no weird shit. I don't care what the fuck you do with Shorty. Like you see what I'm saying?
no, that you
Don't touch
like me, shit.
just
That
don't touch
ain't you
my hand.
can beat our ass. All that shit don't matter to me at all. That's
Yeah, it
y'all
don't
shit.
matter, yo. It don't matter to me. I tell any man that I can tell. I remember one time I told, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, yo, your daughter should go whatever and start worrying about me. Like, go start her own family. Like, you know what I mean? I want
Yeah,
you to
man.
be
I'm not.
but none of that. Like, cause that's the private person I am. Like, real talk. I'm not worrying about that. You're not gonna like, oh well, that's you want to do all that. You guys are doing all that. You want to fuck the baby mom? That's on you. She chose that. That's all.
Mm.
I'm straight. Like niggas that do that is just stupid. That's why y'all. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas get themselves in a situation and put themselves behind the trigger for that. It's dumb.
Right.
Do all that. You know what I mean? Is it like, you know what I mean? It's crazy shit right now because I just finding out that my cousin, the nigga that he used to talk to, is going through the same shit, some Diddy shit, right? Where the nigga, she knows my cousin, like she knows my cousin, like Brethren, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she knows them two together. So the nigga went there now to go do something. And next thing you know, they moving together. You know what I mean? So my nigga's like, yo, my nigga, like, you never told me that you live with my baby mom. Yeah. Right. I'm telling you, yo, that's why I understand that 50 is purposely doing that because when my cousin found out, I was like, fuck, he stopped dealing with the nigga. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, all right, y'all are doing so good that y'all are making money together, doing whatever, like, you know what I mean? Doing good shit. They have some type of going on where they sign contracts and they build shit and cameras and shit, whatever. But now it's like they're not thing no more. And now it's like, oh, it's like, I'm some gay shit. It just happened. Like,
Yeah.
y'all watch too much movies. What do you mean it just happened? Niggas is not, like I said, Rice. Loyalty, like what? It's so cheap, bro. It's so cheap, Rice. It's so fucking cheap, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, these niggas is crazy and these girls is crazy. You think because, you see what I'm saying? This man have a kid for this man and this man has a kid and this man, this man for years and you've been coming around. So now you're supposed to go to the house and visit your kids with these two kids over here. Like, it's crazy. Niggas is wild. Yo, girls is wild too. Girls too. Wow. Nobody cares these days. Nobody cares. I said, cuz don't care.
Wild, though, ain't it?
Yeah, cuz don't care, but I think it's wild that you had a friend that you and him was partying and y'all was doing certain things, and then you went there one day and seen her there, you know what I mean? And she was coming out of the room and certain things, and then you're like, yo, what the hell is going on? Why would you let the man in knowing that you got his baby mom? Yo.
For real.
That's why I don't chill with these niggas. They always say, oh, you act different. No, y'all is living a lifestyle like y'all trying to get people hurt, yo. You know what I mean? Y'all trying to get people don't understand. That's what that should become. One friend might trip out, right? One day a man might be drinking and you see what I'm saying and feeling some type of way. It's the same shit that happened at the party in California. Nigga feel some type of way. No, he's with this girl. She living better. He looking like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Oh, my bad, food stamp. My bad. You see what I'm saying, Rice? My bad, food stamp.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like, wow. That's why I don't people like, oh, whatever. I'm like, no, I'm not chilling with y'all. I don't give a fuck what's going on over there. I tell people I got my own thing going on. You know what I mean? I do my thing. I don't want to hear about nobody's drama. I don't want to give a fuck who's fucking who. When I heard about it, even though it was my cousin, I laughed about it because I'm like, you know why I laughed about it, right? Because it's just like if someone talking shit about you, it's just like the butt buck situation. Why would I be friends with somebody that wanna like be around me and hype me up like that and then you know what I mean, talking shit about whatever. So now it's the same shit with my cousin and this dude. I laughed at my cousin because y'all was fucking each other before. Y'all started dealing with each other again, knowing that the disrespectful shit that happened. You see what I'm saying? So what do you expect? You see what I'm saying? You can't expect you allow him to fuck you over once again. So what do you think? You see what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. It's not that like niggas don't understand, and niggas understand why I'm always preaching to them. You can't do all that, right? You gotta just swallow your shit and just move on. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. You know what I mean? And the girl knew. You know what I mean? But the girl probably thought they wasn't talking no more, but that probably was too late. You know what I mean? But that is crazy. That is crazy. That's what I'm saying. This shit happened. That's what this the shit that's going on with the Diddy right now is like, all right, 50 Cent, not because of that reason. That's the only reason. You know what I mean? You can't really let niggas, and that's why this shit happened. is that's what it should happen to 50. If he got that disease because he was stupid, why would you go back to her after she fucked your off? You know what I mean? Why would you go back to her? Why would you come on, the nigga why would you do that? So you know what I mean? You hold that disease, my nigga. You have a whole bunch of money. Go get rid of it. That's what I'm saying. Real shit. Yo, you can't put yourself in a situation like that. You know what I mean? Even when I don't have, if I have $1 million, I'm treating myself like I'm already a billionaire. You see what I'm saying, right? You're not gonna be catching me eating certain places and being around certain places. Real talk. You see what I'm saying? Food stamp. Real talk, yo. You gotta stop doing that, yo. You can't be mad, yo. You can't be mad. You can't be mad at Diddy for that. You can't. I'm sorry. You cannot be mad.
They're saying he got some new charges on him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know. As I said, I think it's crazy. I just think it's crazy that this nigga is trying to keep that nigga in jail. And then he said he gonna help take Jay-Z down. That's crazy. I'm not with Jay-Z, but no, yo. We gotta stop using niggas. That's what the Democrats do, yo. They do that. They use niggas and then they sign a nigga up to go take a nice nigga down. That's what's going on. Wow. Cut to each side up. We run them up. Yeah, yo. No. Yeah, it's wild, yo. Yeah, but it's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy 2026. Crazy 26. In the social media era with these. Everybody trying to get at each other. Yeah. You know.
This really get good.
I look forward to see a lot of February too. I look forward to see a lot of rich motherfuckers in tax time in February. It's always that time. I look forward to see a lot of y'all. You won't see nothing from me. I'm gonna still keep it moving just like this. It's better off. It's better off. You know what I mean? Then everybody else is like, you know what I mean? They know your business. And it's like real life. When people don't know what you're on, it's like they can't really call your name. They can't really say nothing.
They can, but they don't be know what they talking about.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna show, and it's gonna show real fast. Then you're gonna discredit yourself, and then everybody else gonna be the problem.
Yeah, I remember on time all the time. That's one thing I can say about y'all niggas. When I see y'all when y'all don't work and it's, you know what I mean, y'all like have something to eat. I see niggas that used to. I mean, a lot of motherfuckers that went to work never had lunch.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yo, that's why I said this shit is crazy. Why are you gonna go to work and you can't afford lunch? That is crazy. There's no weird that like I'm sorry.
Somebody's like, well, I don't know. They probably got a lot of bills, but damn.
We gotta, because people do the wrong thing. As I said, we could all, people, everybody could all. We don't have to do what you say. Oh, the government needs to do this. We could all. It's just we gotta stop doing certain things. Like yo, me and my girl, we just wanted we just wanted something hot to drink, like a coffee, right? And we just like, you know what, fuck it. We just wanted to like cookies and donuts from the coffee shop. You know what I mean? That's something we want to do, like, at 12:30 at night, right? Food stamp. That shit was not even that shit come up to almost $20 just for two coffees. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on out here today in this world? You see what I'm saying? Bro, what we did, we put some lemon in the pot, turn on the stove, and make the fucking lemon tea, nigga. I'm not ordering none of that shit. Like $20 on a cookie with two cookies, bro? For two coffees? Is we serious? You know what I mean? So you gotta ask yourself, people. When these companies, corporation people are selling us stuff like that, we gotta keep our money to ourselves. We gotta stop sweating to ourselves. Like I see some. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all this. You know they said they're gonna boycott Christmas in the U.S., right? Right? Yo, they already started doing it. Listen, food stamp. Listen, they already started over here, bro. These niggas over here are going around and popping every Christmas shit you put up. They popping.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yo, they popping the whole thing. Yo, so if you
work there,
You're right. They popping Santa Claus. Yo, the kids was crying through the window like they killed Rudolph.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yo,
Swear to God. I said, the white kids was like, Mommy, what happened? They killed Rudolph. Yo, this was on the news. I swear, I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not. Yo, you should have seen the news, bro. I'm like, this got to be the government set this up. So, yo, they walked up. They look like white people too. They walked up, bro, and they poked Santa. They chop off the fucking reindeer head, Rudolph's head. They pull the fucking flying angel out. Yo, they pop. Yo, they pop everything, yo. This is what's going on down here right now. So they're telling you not to put up no Christmas stuff outside. Yeah, no blow up dolls, none of that.
damn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened to my neighbor's blow up dolls, because he had some blow up dolls last night. I know it got cold, and boy, them things shrunk down. They look.
None of that, Rice. They fucking bro, they poking them. When I say they poking them, they poking. They don't want none of these people to have that shit. They're like not celebrating that shit for years. We can't. I believe that's some immigrant people doing that, though. I can't lie.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's serious over here.
Crazy.
Anything that the state
Are they
said,
doing down there?
anything Americans said, Canadians doing it. Trust me. Right now, I'm telling you, they got ice. I'm telling you, we got ice headquarters in like 15 minutes away. What's my bad? Half an hour away from Brampton. Like half. Yeah, they gonna start rolling that out in 2026, and they gonna get the Somalians.
Damn.
I tell people all the time, yo, Trump controls Canada, yo. Don't make the bullshit media fool you. When I told y'all, when we said, oh, people like, oh, no, the Canadian government is strangling Trump. Yeah, right. He said everything Trump said. He said, we're going to do this. Yeah, we're going to have this account. We're going to have ICE all together. Everything, bro. Everything. 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 So everything that y'all have, we have over here. It's going crazy.
Same bullshit.
They said no Christmas. They said, all right, we popping everything. Yeah, bro. They pop like they telling people not to put their stuff up. Some people are mad because one guy's like, oh, I spent $3,000.
Damn. Took your money.
So they're telling people don't, yeah, they're telling people don't put that stuff up. Don't put Christmas stuff up. There's people, and they're like, oh, they're really trying to get rid of Christmas, and they should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah, go spend $3,000 and put your shit up. Some people come up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're being hydrated, nigga.
Can you celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, they're not doing it, bro. They don't want it this year. They said they were not doing it. They're not doing all that shit. Some people are just putting up one thing. Just like some people are scared to put up like even like certain things. They're just putting up lights. That's it. They're putting up nothing else. Yeah, but why you wasting $3,000 and shit in your thing anyways? Like, to what? So you can waste your hydro bill? What are we doing here? Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, that's crazy that we're in a time right now where nobody wants Christmas around. I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy. I never like. This is wild. The world is shifting for real, for real. Then you have a whole bunch of white people going around poking up a whole bunch of Christmas shit. And we don't believe in Christmas.
Yeah.
You think they crazy, yo? Honestly, yo, real talk. That's why I said, next thing you know, they're gonna be starting. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. They're the
I'm about to put on some Canadian news. See what's popping over here.
Imagine. Yo, look it up. Look it up. Yo. Look it up. Yo. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see the nigga. The nigga did it like he's on a mission too. Like a GTA mission.
He said he look like you're in a mission.
Two niggas jumped out in ski masks, yo. Jumped out there. Yo, you see how they, yo, if you see how they did it, like they run up on, it's like when a nigga run up on a nigga, like pull up on the nigga for the nigga, they roll up, jumped out, like they were so happy when they seen that shit. Wham, take it down. The man came up crying. The whole neighborhood was crying. Yeah, they did the whole.
Crazy.
Yo, I'm laughing, not because of the kids. I'm laughing that we're in a time where people are voting out for that shit. I can't believe that. I thought we was all Santa Claus bring you gifts and all that, you know? the world has gone mad, yo. I'll tell you, the world is like you think like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There gotta be a reason why they're trying to deport all the Mexicans because I don't see no dumb niggas, no Mexican doing no dumb shit on TV. No Spanish people, no black. It doesn't say the white people are just. I don't know what their problem is, or there must be something that they know that we don't know. But they're just like they're tired of certain things. And I'm just trying to figure out why is they really tired of? You guys have been doing this for years and decades. You see what I'm saying, Rice?
I'm telling you.
What is they tired of? What is they really mad about? Who's that?
Oh, here you go.
What?
Okay.
Mm.
You ready for this?
What?
Oh God.
What? Why?
Not too bad.
What?
She said, hold up for a second because it's gonna be. She probably wants to know what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know I'm gonna hire. I want to hire. What's her name? The one girl that. One girl I was in the store at the jewelry
Oh
store.
shoot, Chef, you know it's my time to run. I'll be back if you still
Already,
on.
Rice. Yeah, and I want to hire what's his name, the boy, Michael. You know, I want to get you here. Cheaper to pay him. Cheaper to pay him.
Excuse me?
Never mind.
Then when I mean it's not
Oh, we're gonna be talking about that.
not
Yeah, but yeah, people. Food stamp. Let me know what you think when you see the video.
Which video? Say it again.
Did you watch the video yet?
Which one?
You check out the niggas in the kitchen and poking up the
Oh
Christmas.
no 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 no! I'm looking over now. Um, who they
Okay.
was stabbing up?
They poking up the stuff, the Christmas stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, this 50 Cent shit is definitely AI though. I can't lie. The post with you think the post at the top is AI food stamp?
Which one?
The one with 50 and Diddy in the top. You think that's
Nah,
AI?
that's probably real.
Yeah, I think that's real too.
No, that's
Because
real. But
he looked younger when he like what?
yeah,
Like he's in his
I'm telling
30s.
you, that's around the time. That's around the time. Puff Daddy was trying to sign 50 Cent. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
that's
He
that's when that beef started. It's funny that they post that picture. That's around the time they had beef. After
right.
that was the beef. But that's when then 50 Cent posted a picture of Marlon Wayans with the rainbow umbrella in the
Yeah.
bathtub.
Yeah, but listen though, he can't do all that. He can't post the rainbow because remember he created an old show of Power with like Mary J. Blige, 4 episodes of gayness. So he can't really be posting that. He might get backlash from them people. And
Nah, I don't think so.
them same people control his power shit that's going on.
Nah.
I'm about to hire some people. Right? I'm about to call up,
yeah,
but
we gotta get on this shit.
yeah, I want to hire.
That's like a different thing. If it was just appetizers,
Yeah, I want to hire.
now it's a little light dinner for a baby shower.
Yeah,
What's appetizers? I already
I know what I'm doing now.
Damn. Okay. I think it's smart here because everything has to go smooth. Right now they were gonna go with the one right on his,
Mhm.
but because the kitchen is not what do you call that shit? The kitchen's not really like they have a license.
So they got their own kitchen, or we just?
That's what they're trying to do right now. They weren't trying to like that.
They got their own kitchen.
If they did it like that, it's so much better.
Yeah. Gonna get some money though. Yeah, food stamp. That shit crazy, yo. That's what I was saying. I don't know how he's saying, but I believe he was there. Okay, you're stop. Stretch him out. Move, get out of here, huh? Stop talking like that. You're right though. That looked like he was in his early 30s though. Food stamp. You know that photo right there. Let me put the photo up because I don't think that's AI either. That looked like younger. If you could always tell. You would have seen a big difference. Hold on. Where is it? Where's the photo? You know.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think that's real.
You don't think that's a real photo?
Yeah.
No. You said that's not a real photo, eh?
Nah. It just look like an older 50 Cent.
Huh?
This looks like an older 50 Cent.
No, that look like that look like younger 50 Cent. This is remember this is
Nah.
what older 50 Cent look like. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you older 50
Nah.
Cent. See?
I don't think that's real. You can just look it up. Did you look it up to see if it's real?
Yeah? They saying it's AI.
Diddy and
They're saying it's AI. Some people are saying it's AI. I don't know. They say it's AI. I guess it's AI. Oh, AI.
um
Oh, AI.
I really get people.
Yeah.
It's 200. But at the same time, it's nothing.
Yeah, we done.
We've done more, but like, the good thing of baby shower, you don't need a heavy dinner. It's just like a light appetizers and light meal.
Mm.
They know we throw it on. People have no rice after.
Yeah.
Type of chicken. So we can come up with something like
uh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to do some of the raps for that. You hear me?
what?
I want to do some of the raps for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some of the raps for that. I want to do. You know, I gotta figure. Gotta, this little girl, yo. I'm telling you. Bro. Yeah, that's AI. That's AI though. Food stamps.
yeah, it's saying it's AI, but the pictures that Marlon Wayne posts with the rainbow flag and the he said that that's not AI. Those are all real photos and shit.
Oh, you saying those are? You saying that?
Nah, that's what 50 Cent posted on his Instagram. He posted the pictures of Marlon Wayans in the
Why?
the
Why?
bathtub.
Oh my God, my mic is down. Hold on.
Oh, this is not AI. This is real. That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. This is
The
crazy.
Diddy got trying to get at me, laugh out loud. No AI. That's your boy vibe. Get my name out your mouth.
That is wild.
They basically saying that, I get really what you saying.
Wow, man. You niggas is over here just doing weird shit like
That's crazy.
that. I know, right? Weird. This stuff is like so I'm saying this type of behavior food time, like, come on. Like you know what I mean? Back then he would be like, niggas wouldn't behave like this. It's weird. Too much gay AI stuff. This is why I can see why
That's
Ja
crazy.
I can see why Ja Rule wants to sue 50. Because if you're posting gay posts about me and um, me and Diddy and that shit never went down and you're getting mad and saying, well, that was me and Diddy in the you know what I mean in the hot tub. That's AI. Why are you mad? What are you mad about? You see what I'm saying? Who's that? What is he really mad about? But whatever. I guess that's the game they playing. It's the game they want to play. Try this microphone. You can hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my mic. Okay. So I switched my microphone. I had to charge it. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy though. But the things that coochie will let you do, the, thing, the things that coochie let you do. I get it. I get it. The things that coochie will let you do, boy. Right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right?
I'm looking at the Marlon.
Yeah, the Marlon Wayans what? White chick thing?
And they were at the Diddy party. They got him posted on going to Diddy party.
Say it again?
Hold on. Let me finish the video.
Everybody went and got a microphone. That's on the, especially when I did my sports video, that shit sounded way better. Can't hear nothing in the background. You see this microphone that I have right here? Like you can't even hear when my kids are yelling like that.
That's good.
Blocks out everything. Blocks out the noise. All of that. Blocks out everything.
Uh-oh.
Blunt. Yeah, what the fuck is a blunt?
That's good.
Step. Shit crazy. Marlon Wayans, yo. But Marlon Wayans, you already know that nigga right there is the shit. 50 can't never act like him. You know, be on his level. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should show some respect to that, man. For real.
Mm-hmm.
But he's really trying to tell 50 is like, yo, I was once like that when I used to bash niggas, basically. 50 Cent needs to understand. Remember, at one point they blackballed him and his whole, his whole family. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he used to act crazy and you know what I mean? Do crazy shit. You know, he just got back out of that hole. So, like, I understand where he's coming from. Like, bro, I've been around this before. Like, I remember Marlon Wayne just got back because of that one big movie that he did. Him. So now, plus he's about to come out with the scary movie. You see how he's about to do a next scary movie? Food snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he about to do a next scary movie.
Anyway, probably.
Yeah, he's about. No, he said that he's about to do a next one. You know, make fun of all these weird ass movies that are not funny, that are not scary. Sorry. So he's about to do all that.
Crazy.
He's about to do all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That geography book that you on, it has like, you know, when you like send into like a library.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. $41 for that.
Yeah, it's the original one.
It's a big three thing.
Yeah, true state of thing.
No, I'm saying 3 people have read it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But that's
that must be like the original.
yeah, that's the original one. That's the original one. And you see, you don't write it. You photocopy the stuff. You do the work. That's like the original answer book. The original, like the one that your teacher got. The teacher has at the desk where it is. That's the original one. That means everything in there is gonna be crazy for him. Yeah, put it there. I'm gonna go this up in New Jersey. Better go down. I don't care attention. Bye. Oh,
Wait, what? You're not saying this.
hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. My bad, y'all. Sorry about that. She just said, why? It's time to go to bed. That little girl, she knows the right thing to do. Crazy. That's the thing about having little boys. You don't really hear them like that on certain things. A girl, it's like, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I don't like the way 50 seemed like he's trying to keep Diddy in jail though. You know what I mean? That's some personal shit. Like I'm gonna do everything out of my kind of my power. Like that's weird. Like all them niggas is saying in LA, that's some snitching shit. You know when them niggas in LA start talking like that, it's like they're looking at you sideways. Like they're acting like yo, what? The street don't have no code no more. It's true. Like what? The street has no code no more. Like but that's what like what Rice said. That it's like that out here. Where people don't care. Like they're like, yo, fuck. that nigga told. You know what I mean? They don't really care. Some niggas just, as they get money and they make money, they do not care. But man, what a what a thing. What do you call it? You know what? There's drama right here. It's crazy. As I said, they're gonna probably do the same thing to Epstein, where you know they leave out certain things. Because I don't believe that Diddy was only flip phone. They only got the tapes up on. When I'm like, damn. So that's only 2000. We ain't got nothing from 98, 97, 99. You know what I mean? He was recording back then. Unless y'all got people back in them era that you guys don't want to put on the tape. You know what I mean? That shit was kind of weird to me. Weird. You know, just saying. They should have been had more footages than that. So I'm saying if the footages were like what I was saying, food stamp. If the footages were not stolen in certain things, then they wouldn't have cut out certain things with the locks. You know what I mean? The locks on them wasn't on it. And there was a big part of that getting ripped off. It had bad deals back then. Because if he was socially, getting people in bad deals, why did but some people only want to help out certain people. Some people only want to help certain people out. That's it. That's it. Nobody else. This story right here is crazy. The government trying to make their money back off the call. And then I don't think they're gonna make that much. They're gonna make the money like what they want. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna get 50 in some problems. You gotta see numbers. You know? And I don't think they're promoting. I don't think Netflix is. I don't think the black people are gonna promote it like what they thought they was gonna promote their shit with. Like they thought the black people was gonna promote. They did this shit more on Netflix, but it's not. It's kind of like a failure right now. It's not really. No one really promoting it. You don't hear people say, "Oh, go watch it. You should go watch it." You hear people say, "I watched it," and that was it. And one just like, all right, but they're not promoting it like da. So it's just like a 1 week, microwave. Not even a microwave thing. It's not really gonna cause no smoke like that because it's more like people are not talking about Diddy. They're talking about 50 now. It turns into like okay, we're gonna make a documentary about 50 about Diddy, but then it turned into like everybody more talk instead of talking about 50. I mean 50. I mean my bad. Puff on the doc. Niggas are more like talking about 50 Cent. You see what I'm saying? So that right there is like Netflix is gonna be like, well, we did our part. You know what I mean? You're supposed to make sure because you do got that platform. You got Star. You got all these other networks. Your job was supposed to help us, promote and get us more viewers. But people ain't gonna watch that. People ain't gonna watch it. People ain't gonna watch it like that. People are gonna watch it. That's why. That's why the jokes. That's why no one's laughing about the jokes. That's why when they was trying to like run Diddy jokes at the BET, it failed. When they was trying to run BT jokes at the BT Awards, if you guys notice at the BT Awards, when they was trying to run Diddy jokes, it failed. Everybody was like, right? They don't want to hear that shit. Like you see what I'm saying? So this kind of make 50 Cent look some type of way. Because when trolling, this is trolling gone wrong. You know what I mean? And people are finally saying he's getting back. Yeah, he's getting backlash. Getting backlash. And Netflix now is that they're not going to make that money that they wanted to make off of it. Maybe if you had some footage of somebody, but all that stuff and he recorded it. If he never recorded it, somebody secretly, here what would have happened. If somebody would have secretly did that, but in people's eye, well, shit, he was recording that. You know what I mean? So now you're looking at like, all right, well, you know, is there an edit version of the video? That's what people are saying. You know what I mean? That some footages are gone or some footages are stolen, some footages are put. That's why it doesn't look how complete like that because some footages was put together. And you see that shit, you could see that shit. If you know about editing and directing and you watch that shit, you can say, yeah, you know what I mean? Certain things was edited and cut and put together like when you're about to like it's just like when you watching a TV show and they're like next time on da da da. They edit it and they put certain things and take out certain things and don't put that version. But if that's the true of the story, you gotta put everything. You're not supposed to be editing and directing everything like that. So, that part right there is yeah. Nobody really cares. The females they don't really especially you see females, right? Man, man, but females, because it's mostly men that's riding what Diddy with what 50 is doing. But man, with women right now, women is not really gonna is really gonna ride with you and really take you personally when you got domestic charges and they know you put your hand in, you know what I mean? Female. That's why think went and tried to get a next woman that wasn't black because he was already having domestic problems with black women. That he went and got an Asian girl. You know what I'm saying? So when you have when you beat up black women and then defending an Asian woman, black girls, no one's gonna really watch that. Black women are not really gonna promote you like that. And you know what I mean? Asian women, you know what I mean? That's what you need. And Spanish people are not really gonna promote you like that because they see what you was about. And that's what happened with him. It's like you try to go that route where, all right, but if you don't put your hand on a woman, that's when a woman's gonna take you serious. But if you got domestic charge, once somebody said, "Oh, he's got domestic charge and he has all this," and your baby mom is saying this, yo, it's crazy. And everybody probably got in with their baby mom, but I'm just saying, like, you know, choking and beating up and you know what I mean, suffocating and all that shit, and not because you're not on camera, you know, then you're a good guy. I mean, shit. Everybody got into it with some girl, but I'm just saying, don't act like you ain't never, you know, did that. You ain't never that. So that's what make 50 Cent problem right now is he try to win the black females back by doing this, and it never happened for him. It just failed. He wasn't gonna win them over like this, bro. They already know what he was on. You know what I mean? No, he's in a troll. Watch what he does next. So it's crazy out here. As I say, he cannot troll and do no rainbow flag with Marlon Wayans about nothing. He cannot do all that because he create. He had a whole show of Mary J. Blige had a like gay son and all this other stuff going on. She had like you know what I mean, gay cousins and all that stuff. So he shouldn't be putting up no LGBT flag for once because he created a show with a gay family. All I'm saying to 50. Real talk. 50 is the one that gave Mary J. Blige the deal for Power, right? And stars. So why is no, we're not doing that. I'm not taking him serious. I'm not listening to him. I'm not. But when he did that shit, I laughed at him. I'm like, dude, you stupid because you might have a whole new beef by doing that. Okay, then people might look at you like, yo, all right, you know what I mean? Them LGBT people might come at you for doing that, and that's what gonna get you in a problem. So you're doing too much. When trolling goes wrong, and that's what's going on with you. It seems like he's running out of trolling ideas. Because like I said, the minute he start using the LGBT shit, then people on stars might not like that. You know what I mean? And they might come at him. But he knows what he's doing. He got the government, the Democrats, and all them people behind his back. That's helping him out with all this foolishness. Should be crazy. Crazy. Wow. Wow. That's need some more oxtail. Fucking hungry. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's real out here. It's wild out here in these streets. Wild out here in these streets. Why? Wow, niggas will, you can't. This and they're showing you. What I'm learning from these guys is you in certain things, you're gonna have to legal, get your lawyer to handle certain things because Jaru, they can. That's what I'm saying. They should put the gangster role down. If we're gonna troll somebody and talk shit, like to me, 50 Cent, he stopped being gangster because he trolls and he used certain things on the internet to call people business out. Like that's to me, that's not cool. Like that's not cool. You're telling on people to save yourself because you don't want nobody to call you out. Put your business there. But at the same time, we growing up and people always, your grandma always tell you, tell too much, someone might tell on you. Stop being a tattletale. Stop telling people business so much. Mind your own business. That's what I said. I thought it was funny when I think it was Matthew or somebody was saying that earlier that Marlon Wayne needs to mind his own business. But I'm like, damn, 50 Cent do the most. We only saying that because, it's a Diddy shit and, people are mad because, but, if he wasn't into that, he was in his own business anyway. So, I think 50 Cent is more of minding his own business because really and truly, Marlon Wayans really don't trouble people like that. You know, and when you say he was just saying like, "Yo, giving," and then he turned into the whole battle. You know, if you that's what I'm saying. Certain niggas, that's why I said I always feel 50 Cent. Certain people got issues, right? Where you trying to give them advice and they take it as like oh this and that, like fuck you, this and that, like crazy mental issue, mental health, yo. He giving you advice and telling you like, yo, dude, be careful what you're doing, because these same people you're doing it for are the ones, that come back and you can't really be mad. You just gotta take that advice and just run with it. Which is me, as I said, I think 50 is doing too much, and when his turn comes, it's gonna be crazy because that's what they do. That's the same thing they did with Puff. They used Puff to do what he was doing. A lot of them niggas with them bad contracts, set them up, got them on bad deals and protect him. And then when it was time, you see what I'm saying? They turned on him. So I hope you know what he's doing. They might use you to take down those guys, but man, they going when it's time for them to get him. Nobody gonna be around, because that's what they want. They know nobody around, and y'all just doing the slave work, and then they're just like, all right, we already used him up. Nobody really care about what he says anyway. It's time to get him. That's what happened with Diddy. They wait until then they know, a lot of people are scared to go around and certain things. So yeah, we and then look how much people didn't turn up for him. Look how much of them, a lot of them didn't turn up for dude, even though they were supposed to turn up. They were supposed to be there, but did they be there? No. So he gonna make himself, and I think it's bogus to put someone's kids, daughters, and if they never did nothing, you can't really paint them a picture because really and truly, like you gotta leave those little girls alone. People talk shit about Trump, do a lot of shit. No one says anything about it. They treat his daughter like, they don't bad talk about her. You know what I mean? But it seems like we drag these two little black girls, these young girls, black girls, to the media when we got other people out here that Epstein files, doing worse. And black men are not protecting these little girls. They rather go protect Trump. And I think it's kind of weird. Nobody take aims at, Ivanka Trump or her, whatever her name is. But everybody will tell, like, a whole bunch of niggas bloggers or whatever they call themselves, and black females will aim and make funny stuff about these little girls. You know, you know, but no, but that's what it is. That's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is. I think that's kind of weird to me. That's kind of weird. That is very, very weird. If you ask me, very, very weird. You know, very weird. I'm sorry. And these girls are way too young to be attacking like that. You know what their dad did? You see what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with them. But I just think it's kind of weird that we could aim at a whole family and a whole bunch because their people and got money. If they was poor, nobody would give a fuck about what they did. But you know what your dad did? Oh shit, that's fucked up. Your dad did that. But because you're rich and you're black and you're successful, people care. And people don't want you. I just think it's fucking unfair that people don't think that these kids should have shit because of what they dad did. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A lot of these people, you know what I mean, are analyzing, certain people and their families, they ancestors or slave owners did certain things to black people or certain things. Kill innocent people in the war, doing certain things. And I just think it's crazy, how people think. People think weird, I'll leave those girls alone. Stop trying to drag the family. They're supposed to get that. You know, if my kids don't do nothing wrong and something happened, yeah, it doesn't mean that they're involved. I have nothing to do with them. It doesn't mean that I did dumb shit. They shouldn't have to pay for it. You see what I'm saying? The Bible tells you too. Like, you know, um, that's how I wonder, about some of these Christians that are making these judgments because the Bible tells you you're responsible for your child's sin. You know what I mean? Until they're like what, 13, 18, or 14 or something, 14 or something like that, or whatever, right? Or something like that. Or something. I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure out why do we put the Bible never said put this is all these fake Christians I'm talking to. It never says you should judge and put whatever you do on your child. It said you're responsible for your child's sin until they're like 15, 14 or something. Some age like that. But it never says that your child is responsible for what you do. It never said that. Some of you guys that are doing all this court stuff and saying all this stuff or doing these things and all this stuff, you guys are confused. Backwards and retarded, dumb. You just there to confuse the situation and make things. The Bible never said that. Not once the Bible said, well, what Chef did, his kids are responsible for that. His kids should be paid for that. You know what I mean? No, no. So how we gonna blame this Sean Combs' son and daughters for what he done? Y'all should just rewrite the Bible and tell them to put in the Bible if a man or a woman, whatever a man or a woman do, blame the child for it too. The Bible never said that. The Bible says you're responsible for your child's sin up until like 14, 15. It never said for your child is responsible for your sin, whatever you do. So all y'all motherfuckers that are doing that is all fake. That's why a lot of people are doing. That's why they're trying to kill Christmas and kill certain things for the Christmas, right? Because if you look around, they're trying to wipe out Christianity. You know what I mean? Christmas is a part of Christianity, right? People are trying to wipe it out. So we got to be careful what we do, what we say, because when we say stuff like that and start doing stuff like that, and then we have people that are supposed to be believing in God and judge and trying, you know what I mean? People are gonna, people are not dumb. People are way smarter than they were before. You know what I mean? So when you're doing that, people are gonna have questions. They're gonna ask like, "Yo, the hell? Why? Is we? No, we're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to judge the child because the mom or the dad does something weird. You know what I mean? We're not gonna if the child becomes if the mom was a stripper and the child becomes a lawyer, you can't blame her. You can't bring up what her mom done. You see what I'm saying? You can't do all that. That's stupid. You can't do all that just because she's successful. You see what I'm saying? You can't. That's wrong. You can't do all that. So what these guys are doing and demonic and evil stuff, and I just want you guys to. I have no problem with nobody. I just want you guys to see the shit that goes on in front of you guys' eyes, and you guys don't pay attention to this shit. Make the laws, send people and break them. You send people to write the laws, break them. They'll tell you, oh no, there's no way your kid should have to go to a school and can't get because and they're smart as hell and have an IQ of education because you did something messed up and people know about it. No, it has nothing to do with your kids. You know what I mean? You can't. The kids are supposed to be the future. They're the one that become the modern day doctors and lawyers and whatever first responders. So how are you going? You know what I mean? Say, hey, your daddy, your mommy did this. Maybe we shouldn't give you this. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's that. That's that shit right there. That shit gotta stop. You know what I mean? That's why, and that goes. That's why I said it's kind of stupid because you know LeBron used to talk about it that all the time, and he said one serious thing I heard LeBron say. LeBron said his dad went to the thing right because he had to take care of his family, and he hated it because his dad left him, right? But as a man, he understands why his dad did that because he wouldn't have let his sons suffer. Like he wouldn't have let his son kids go to bed hungry. You know what I mean? And when he said that, I said, yes, LeBron. I appreciate you to say that because any means necessary. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna roll over and you know what I mean. You got to do whatever, even if you got to make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the ill thing I heard him say. You know what I mean? And I'm just career up in the NBA. It's like, yo, I hated the fact that my dad was not there, but I understand what you have to do. You know what I mean? For me to get here, you know what I mean? I understand what you have to do. You know what I mean? Basically saying that was a hustle, but I understand what you have to do. Look where I'm at now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in the NBA. So you can't hate on that. You see what I'm saying? You can't hate on that. You know what I mean? I can't hate on that. And you know what I mean? That's what I said. That's why they really don't really show LeBron mom like that because she on that street level like that. You know what I mean? And the whole thing. You could tell she's street because she stepped on the teammates. She didn't care much about some money what someone's making and all that. You know what I mean? That's just how you see what I'm saying? Shit. It's from the hood. So yeah. But that's one of the things that I like that LeBron said that was I thought I was like, you know, I respect that he said that. Because a lot of motherfuckers is ungrateful. You know what I mean? They're ungrateful, yeah. That's why a lot of us were behind because we allow them to manipulate and let them do this. It's crazy. You know what I mean? There's more domestic goes on in a Caucasian family than anybody else. It's white women don't tell on white men. Real talk. They don't. They tell on a black man and a Spanish man, but they don't tell on a white man. Real talk. Real shit. They don't tell. I think that's weird. Strange. And that shit. That shit right there is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Like I said, yeah, I mean, some people would be a drug addict and be a decent because of the race of the man, the culture, the country, and that's insane. If you were to do somebody that's gonna steal all your shit, take all your money, and be a regular dude or a regular female because you know what I mean, or the race or the skin of his color, you're gonna be somebody that's not stable. You know what I mean? choices. It's your choice. Not my choice. Finding out that a lot of niggas ain't really got nothing to hold on. That's why everything I think. Crazy thought. Yeah, birds sitting in the spot. Even here, like, so I had to move around because I get bored sitting in the same spot all the time. I got to move around. Crazy. Crazy. God, what is it? I get myself car so I could be on the net. That PlayStation Plus is up. I got myself one. Man, that's the best thing I ever did. You know what I mean? Because I was looking at my old account the other day, I'm like, damn. There's people that was on my old account, and I seen with people. You know what I mean? I was talking about it. I'm like, damn. I'm glad I switched my PlayStation account. I'm happy I don't have the same account. I'm not like, that's why I remember like, oh, you don't know. Because when I used to have the PS4 playroom account, I used to like know everything about everybody. Somebody used to send you a message, oh, this person's live, that person's live. So when you have a different account, you don't have people like, especially like when you have like, you don't have people from the playroom, it's easy to avoid actually. Because some people just into people business too much. And because they're into people business and that's all they care about is being in people business, they expect you to be into it. Like, nah, make no sense. That's why I say I just do more than this. You know what I mean? I'm on some other shit now. Trying to try to get some stocks going too. And some other shit. So I wish I would have had. I wonder how the stocks in the Wonder Brothers and the IMAX and all that happened. How much people made up? How much people made up? What was the shares of in the stock when Netflix bought Wonder Bros? See shit like that. You gotta pay attention to shit like that because people miss out on extra money all the time. I'm paying attention to the wrong thing. I'm bringing up dumb conversation. Some people are like, oh, you never seen this. No. What? That helping that makes putting you money in? No. No. No money in the phone. Nothing going on. thing, I can't wait. But call some people. Yeah, see, I'm gonna hire some white people because I don't want to work with black people. Black people sometimes. Can't do it. That shit can't do it. Crazy. It's a man. Stories in the Hollywood streets, people are gonna be getting sued for them. The stories, starting from every story that somebody put up, he's gonna get sued. I get what people saying, oh, but we did this, whatever, but there's gonna be some type of lawsuit where you could win and earn some money because I see Diddy and his family getting it from that. So they had to remove it, so you gotta give some money. And that's what happened, you know. I mean, Diddy on the trillion here. Beef. But I know nobody really talked about Kanye and said that wasn't Diddy. That's not the real Diddy in jail. Kanye might have right. Yeah, everything is an AI now, so that's the thing. What this AI thing is. They could make certain things look real and not look real. You don't even know who's what's what. Who's real, who's the AI, who's not the AI. That's what's fucking up the thing right now with everything. Because everybody think everything is the AI. Well, it's blown up. Everything is the AI. Ooh, sorry, my bad, y'all. That's some good food. It's gonna be so good. Can't wait. Can't wait. I gotta plan this over. It's gonna be a plan. I gotta write some shit out. I gotta get some of that. Type some shit out. Yeah. Do some work. Do some work, y'all. Work. I'm gonna show you my bit. You might be like, PNG, post your location. When you get me this spot. It doesn't have really like, y'all don't feel some type of way. It's like niggas be fucking, oh, whatever. I give you my card and I'm like, yo, call me. You know what I mean? And you call me on some shit, trying to make it all about you and find out or something else and not trying to promote me. No, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I don't need your promotion or your help. Your promotion and your help. Or anything. I always tell people, I don't even know nobody. I got my, they're like, well, you need this, you need to do that. You need this. No, I'm good. I mean, when you know, when it started happening, it's happening. I don't want nobody to say, well, we did this for them and then we helped them. No, that always comes in the back of my head. Like I gotta send somebody and say, no, do it this way. strap or a weapon because it's hard to trust people. You never know who's trying to mess you over or who's trying to like sabotage you. You never know. Yeah. That's one thing I remember my homie told me before he got deported. Like, yo, I never forget that. Yo, I mean, yeah. And I said, man, Marlon Wayans, right now, as I said, I don't care about 50 Cent, LGBT gay folks because he looks stupid doing that. You know what I mean? He looks stupid doing that. Right now, you look dumb because you have a whole TV show about that. You can't post it and laugh about it. You know what I mean? You can't do all that. That's not funny on Internet. Nothing funny about it. Nothing funny about it. Not one thing. Like, it's like these OGs, these grown ass niggas, or like, you know, doing certain shit and trying to like make certain shit okay. It's not fucking okay. What is that? It's not okay. It's not. Trying to make it okay. It's not. Not okay. At all. Not supposed to like trying to bring down a whole black family and sabotage them. Because that's what this is. This is why people don't understand. If someone has thing on your uncle, or somebody that whatever, you're not supposed to bring a whole family down, a whole trying to take over the whole. That just seems like weird, weird. That's why these people, black people across the world, have questions about people. How come they like us and they're doing that? They want to destroy what their people built. That's what people is. You get money and they see certain things. Yeah, they want to take you down. I just thought it was funny when they're like, "Oh, we're gonna use him. He's gonna help us to bring Jay Z down. We're gonna use him like what type of shit is that? What type of shit is that? You ain't hear none of these Selena trying to bring um Jennifer Lopez or none of these people. Them say, "Oh, Jennifer Lopez they decided to bring her down. She's dating too much man. She's doing too much. She's married. She get divorced too many times." No, just make a doc about her. No, not even. You think what I mean? You think she would have cared more? Like I think Jennifer Lopez would have cared more about certain things. They even threatened Jennifer Lopez. She even buzzed. They threatened to put shit about her, and said, "Oh, yeah." When the trial was coming up, and they're like, "Oh, new allegation in Jennifer Lopez and da da da," trying to scare her. She's like, "Go ahead, put it up. I don't care. You ain't did nothing." I'm saying a lot of these niggas are suckers. Women more tough, more. A lot of these women these days are way more solid than these niggas, yo. These men, way more solid than these men. Way more solid than these men. These men are making themselves look so crazy and stupid. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. It's how we live now. Where You know, you could. I said that's crazy, and I see why people gotta understand. Like some bloggers, they just want to do certain things, but they gotta understand the thing of this. Like this is how the future could be, where somebody could just grab your shit and put it out there because they don't like you because the media says so, or like it's crazy. That is why. I mean, that's the time we are, man. We definitely got to stay away from certain things. Like I don't want to be in no like it's crazy. I don't want to be in none of that type of craziness, that type of crazy stuff. You know, but man, I don't have nothing with what Ja Rule is trying to do. I don't know. It seemed like the crazy thing. It seemed like Ja Rule is gonna be facing more lawsuit than 50. I mean, my bad. 50 is gonna be facing more lawsuit than Diddy. Yeah, with this documentary thing. Yeah, he's gonna face more lawsuit than him. That's where it's heading to, right? That's what it seemed like it's heading to. Is you know, is that's what's going on. More of lawsuit than that. Damn, Suns is getting. I don't know. I say OKC, that team right there. They go. OKC don't win the championship this year. They gonna win it next year. Their roster, their
They
roster,
gotta go. They
huh?
gotta go. They could win. I think they can win.
Bro, they better than to me. They better than they was last year.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
they played good this year. They played
Yeah,
crazy good.
they played better than they played last year, and they won the championship.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta remember. That's what I'm saying. That's why I laugh at a lot of people when they're like, "Oh, Kevin Durant." No, yo, when Steph and them won it the first time, Steph couldn't do shit. That's why they went and got Durant. I mean, and they wasn't that good in their second year. Well, OKC is a good ass team. They good. Like Shea. Like I don't know though.
um,
I want to see if SGA goes on the injury list. I want to see how good they is. You see what I'm saying? I want to see how good they is. Your Knicks did us dirty last night. That was crazy. Oof.
yeah.
Man,
I watched a little bit of that game. I fell asleep.
Jalen Brunson. Well, that's the coach's fault. He should put Scotty Barnes and Jalen Brunson because that's what Indiana did. They put Tyler Halliburton on that. Like you got to put somebody tall on him. You just have a small guy on him. That's not good coaching. That's why I said that European style coaching. Yeah, it's good for offense, but defense, that American defense style. My bad. North America defense style of basketball. That has to be in the game. That always has to be in the game. So I'm happy they brought that part of the game back where defense is actually playing in the game. Because last year they was not playing defense. They're actually playing defense this year. That's why a lot of these teams took so long to get back on track. 'Cause they used to the last 3 seasons of not playing defense. Now this year you can see the NBA is actually back playing defense again. The NBA is actually playing. That's why a lot of these teams are going on losing streak because they have to get back to You know what I mean? Defense is a big part of the game now. Last 2 years, the NBA, that's why the shit was so boring. Your defense is a big part of the game. Big part of the game. Yeah, that game last night was crazy. It blew up. You know, I don't know what we gonna do. We can't go against the Knicks. We gotta trade for. We gotta trade for. If we wanna take the Knicks out, we gotta get it. We gotta get the boy. We gotta trade for Anthony Davis. That's how we gotta do it. At the same time, though, we gotta get a next big word. You know what I mean? If I was the GM of Toronto Raptors, I'd trade for two big. But we need a big. We're looking crazy right now. Super crazy. Super crazy. 4 games in a row. It's like, whoa, fuck, that shit's terrible. But it looks like it's gonna be OKC and the Knicks.
Everybody, well, people I've been talking to say the Knicks might win the championship or could win it
For
this
what?
year.
For what?
Championship, the
What?
championship, NBA.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not even getting past the second round.
I think so.
Nope.
Huh?
Because no, you know why? Until you replace, I remember I tell you this. If I know this might sound crazy to you, right? But Jalen Brownson cannot. He needs to go to the shooting guard. He cannot bring the ball up until they get that. Like he has to be a floor general, bro. He could score the ball. That's what happened. Remember, in you see what Indiana did. Indiana made it. They didn't care. They let him score all their points. And he can't defend. That's why I'm saying I think that give was a giveaway game last night because the coach don't know what he's doing. Like Coach Darker should have put Scotty Barnes on and him. Like you got to pick him up half court. Like I don't know what the fuck he was coaching last night. Every time he's looking back at the assistant coach. Nigga, you're the coach. You should know what you're supposed to be doing. Put Scotty and Jalen Brownson, catch him at the full court. You know what I mean? Have half court. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? For Jalen Brunson, you got to Kyrie Irving. Meet him halfway. You can't just have him run down and shoot the ball. That's just dumb. That's stupid to me. It's dumb. Like that's not. That coaching was so bad last night. It's stupid. That nigga Darko about to get fired. They gonna fire him. They gonna fire him. I'll be surprised if he get up tomorrow and they say they fire him. Mhm. Really, they don't need him. If they're if they're getting advice, if he's taking advice from them, they don't need it. At this point, I don't think, you know. But man, the Knicks, I don't think the Knicks ain't gonna get past the first round. The Knicks is not beating OKC. Food stamp. The Knicks is not beating them. What else? Yeah, and they might. I don't think so. I don't think so. But they cooking though. They switched their starting lineup. I don't think the Knicks ain't go with it. I don't think they gonna get to the finals either. I think Boston might get back there, but they gonna beat Boston or no. I don't see them beating Boston like that. Like that. Derek White is a good defender. Like they bought a trade. They might even get Davis. They might even trade for Davis. So Boston about to get super better. If we don't trade for Davis or their Giannis or whoever, they might trade Jason Tatum for Giannis. Holy fuck. They wouldn't do that. They can't do that. He's injured. He's on the injury list. He's on the injury list. Can't trade that nigga. That nigga right there. But Boston definitely is about to get better. Boston playing that. But the two hottest team in the East right now is Boston, that they're playing for like this month. Is Boston and New York. All the shit they was talking about Jaylen Brown. He doing that shit, carrying the team by himself. He's showing you that he can carry a team by himself. Yeah, hey, we'll see. If Knicks win it, I just don't want to be disappointed on Knicks. Cause I was disappointed in them last year. They should. There's no way they should have that bullshit Indiana team beat them. I mean, once again, they had a garbage coach. So when you have a coach, I never been past the second round. There might be. We'll see. We'll see. 'Cause Mike Brown's a good coach. You see, New York playing that they playing that New York playing that Golden State offense. If you notice, they playing that Golden Steph Curry, playing that Steph Curry shooting the ball, driving like he playing like Steph Curry, just like all they used to. Cause remember, Mike Brown used to be he won a ring with the Golden State Warriors too with uh when Andrew Wiggins was there. He was the coach and the assistant coach in that team. And then he went and got his job at what's the team called? Sacramento Kings. So they playing that the Golden State offense, something almost like a triangle, and they're doing a good job of it. I can't lie, they're doing a good job, very good job. It just shows you the coaching style is a lot better. You know, it puts the players in a way better position to score. You know, when you got a better coach. I don't think Darko is a good coach, but I don't think he's a coach that could take us to the next level. That's why Raptors have now. We need a better coach that don't if one player gets out, then the next player could it just seems like crazy. Man. Next play did last one. I can't like Jalen Brunson was on fire. I'm like, damn, is he gonna miss? At one point I didn't think he was gonna miss. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. So let me see y'all the next one.
All right, Brody.
Yeah,
Catch
yeah,
you.
yeah. All right, Food Sam. All right, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, 50 Cent needs to stop crying. You know what I mean? Because people don't go hard and do the crazy shit. And do the like he does crazy shit. Like he does crazy shit. Like yeah, when he's trolling people, they don't go out of their way. You know what I mean to do all that. A lot of people got beef with people in the industry that personal people with girls, women, wives, or baby mama, whatever, money problems, and they never went hard as 50 Cent went hard on his own people. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, yo, like, comment, share, subscribe. But once again, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Have a good night, y'all. Good morning. I'm out.